Is our court reporter today? Okay, if our court reporter
Hello?
make him or herself known to us.
Hi, this is Polly Heyer. I'm with Lexitas reporting.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We will, when you're prepared to hear us, just give me the thumbs up and we'll get started.
I'm ready.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. This is the formal opening of today's hearing for Illinois Board Review for today, May 20th, 2025. There are several preliminary matters that must be reviewed and discussed before we open our list. First of all, for everyone participating, please understand this is a formal hearing, particularly those who are online. So you must present yourself as if you are in the room. That means no reclining in your easy chair, no sleeping in your bed. You must be properly dressed. No eating or drinking while you're in court, while you're in the hearing. We also ask gentlemen, unless it's a religious requirement, to remove your hats when you're in the room or online. Finally, these matters cannot be heard if you are in a moving vehicle. We will not hear your case if you're in a moving vehicle. Even if you are not driving, you must be parked in a safe place. You must be stationary for us to hear your case. I believe that's most of the preliminary matters. I'm Kenneth Woodson, board chair, and like the panel is to introduce itself.
Ralph Pincus, board member.
Roger S. Tennant, senior board member.
Beverly Penn, board member.
Matthew Webster, board counsel.
Philip Motto, boards administration.
Okay.
Lynn Rydell Huber, counsel for the board.
Thank you. We have a number of preliminary matters. We will also hear from the law department for matters that have been resolved, continuances requested, otherwise requirement to notify the board. Please come forward, whoever's representing the law department.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city.
Mr. Kelly, good afternoon.
Starting with number 2, 2024-1265, 3907 Manor Street, Candace Weber, moot.
Okay, moot. Mr. Kelly, just for a moment, I've neglected to share with everyone that as your address and or name is called, please pay close attention. Some matters will be noted as moot or moot complied. There's an important distinction, but principally what that means is that you're done for the day. Your matter has been resolved. If you need further information or definition, please call the administrator for Illinois, and they will explain to you the significance of moot or moot complied. Please do not break into the hearing. We have a very long list today, and we will prefer you to call the office for those kinds of explanations. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please proceed.
No problem. Next is number 3, 2024-1260, 3924 Manor Street, Candace Weber, moot.
Moot.
Number 6, 2024-1292, 2744 North Dover Street, Melinda Davis. That's a settlement for a city affirm and a 120-day stay of enforcement.
120-day stay. Thank you.
Next is number 7, 2024-1338, 5943 Lansdowne Avenue, Gary Saltzman. That's a settlement for a city affirm 60-day stay of enforcement.
Thank you.
Number 8, 2024-1347, 1725 South Fraser Street, Sergio Perez. That's a settlement for a city affirm and a $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number 9, 2024-1370, 419 Chandler Street, Michael DeVos, moot.
Moot.
Number 10, 2024-2065, 2819 West Harold Street, Voci Bennett, moot.
Moot.
Number 11, 2024-2207, 236 North Felton Street, Mohammed Hussein, settlement for a
I
city.
can't hear none.
City firm, $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number 12, 2024-2213, 1812 East Letterly Street, Lavdim Alezi, moot complied.
Move complied. Thank you.
Number 15, 2024-2276, 144 North Second Street, Jordan Bellet's settlement agreement for a city affirm 90-day stay of enforcement.
Thank you.
Number 16, 2024-2320, 1355 North 76th Street, Arthur Weston, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 19, 2024-2351, 169 East Tolpahaken Street, Amir Agena, moot.
Moot.
Number 21, 2024-2407, 5436 Chestnut Street, Clarence Royal, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 26, 2024-2455, 3411 Diston Street, Michael Sentman, withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 28, 2024-2481, 4611 Emery Street, Benjamin Pietrowski. That's an agreement for a city affirm with a 120-day stay of enforcement.
Thank you.
Number 29, 2024-2482, 9123 Diplomat Place, Nino Agbadidze, moot.
Moot. Okay.
Number 30, 2024-2486, 2825 East Westmoreland Street, Kaiser General Partnership, that was withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 31, 2024-2488, 33 South Millick Street, Rotimi Afuwape, settlement agreement, city affirm, 30-day stay of enforcement.
Thank you.
Number 32, 2024-2489, 1314 West Hunting Park Avenue, Veronica Green, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 34, 2024-2494, 930 Arch Street, Ta Moy, Ta Sandy. That was a continuance request by the appellant. The city is not opposed.
The record reflects that that matter is continued.
Number 35, 2024-2516, 5908-10 North Park Avenue, Juana Aparicio, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 36, 2024-2527, 4164 Paul Street, Sun Genner, moot.
Thank you.
37, 2024-2534, 1901 Christian Street, Bhavin Shah, moot complied.
Moot. Thank you.
Number 39, 2024-2557, 3105 Cedar Street, Nico Meta, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 42, 2024-2573, 5442 Wayne Avenue, Mark Miller, moot.
Moot. Thank you.
Number 43, 2024-2579, 2549 Stetler Street, Nicholas Vaccarino and Joseph Mango, withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 44, 2024-2585, 2148 South Garnet Street, it's 2148 South Garnet Street LLC, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 45, 2024-2588, 1030-40 North Second Street, Mina Orient Cafe, Sedaris, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 48, 2024-2606, 1012 Fanshawe Street, Vincent Blackston, moot.
Moot.
Number 50, 2024-2645, 248 Earlham Terrace, Martine Santville, moot complied.
Moot complied. Thank you.
Number 51, 2024-2646, 4031 Spring Garden Street, Yuan Ying Lin, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 52, 2024-2649, 2427 Coral Street, Maria Bayava, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 55, 2024-2674, 1243 Pekessing Creek Drive, Randall Hill, moot.
Moot. Thank you.
Number 56, 2024-2676, 4931 Ella Street, Rosa Medina, settlement agreement for a city of firm, stay of enforcement until August 31st, 2025.
August, stay of enforcement for August
August
21st,
31st,
31st.
2025.
Okay, thank you.
Number 57, 2024-2690, 5543 Willows Avenue, Sherwood Daycare Center, Inc., care of Ann Gore, settlement agreement for a city of firm, 120-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, 20-day stay. Okay.
Number 58, 2024-2700, 2311-13 West Sargent Street, Enoch Jerome, moot.
Thank you.
Number 60, 2024-2758, 563 East Tioga Street, Luis Gonzalez, moot.
Moot.
Number 62, 2024-2795, 6308-10 North Park Avenue, Art Jones, moot.
Moot.
And the last one that I have, number 63, 2024-3019, 123 Ripka Street, Michael Wolf, moot.
Moot. Thank you very much.
I do believe some of my colleagues may have something
Yes.
else.
Anyone else in the room with a preliminary matter? Please come forward. I'm speaking only to the lawyers representing the law department at the moment.
Good afternoon. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter, REUTER, Senior Attorney, City of Philadelphia.
Afternoon, Mr. Reuter. Which matters are you representing today?
So regarding numbers 4 and 5 on the list, HA 2024-001279 and HA 2025-000839. These are both they're related cases for 1307 East Moyamensing Avenue, TWW Investments, Inc. The city, after discussion with the appellant in this matter, we've reached an understanding that the city would agree to, with the board's consent, the city would agree to both matters being marked city affirmed with a stay of enforcement to a date certain of December 31st, 2025.
Okay, city
And
firm is in agreement for both matters?
Yes, and counsel for
Yes.
the appellant is here, as well as counsel for the neighborhood group. So Jake Griffin is here for the appellant, and I believe Richard DeMarco is here for the RCO.
Okay, Mr. Griffin, please put your name on the record, please.
Yes, Jake Griffin, Griffin, and I am in agreement with the resolution.
Okay, thank you. And who's representing the neighborhood group?
I'm here, Mr. Chairman, Richard DeMarco for Pennsport Civic. Thank you.
Okay.
We agree with everything so far.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Just so that we're clear, now we'll just need, for clarity in the record, let's go each one on the record with the agreement, please, if you would, Mr. Ryder. Just repeat each one, not as
Sure.
each one separately.
So HA 2024-001279, 1307 East Moyamensing Avenue, in re appeal of TWW Investments, Inc. The matter should be marked city affirmed with a stay of enforcement to December 31st, 2025. With respect to number 5, appeal number HA 2025-000839, 1307 East Moyamensing Avenue, in re appeal of TWW Investments, Inc. The matter to be marked city affirmed with a stay of enforcement to December 31st, 2025.
Thank you very much. Is that your final matter?
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm number 18, HA 2024-002349. I believe the Attorney Steve Pollack had submitted a withdrawal of that.
Yes, the executive session, we reviewed the withdrawal request.
Okay.
For the
I
record.
think that's it for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else in the room with the preliminary matter?
Mr. DeMarco, are you here for any other matters?
No, I was here for the Len's case. I'm done and I thank you. That agreement's fine.
Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Anyone, the counsel for this previous matter, are you excused unless you have other matters before the board?
I'm good. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, anyone else from the law department with a preliminary matter, please use the raise hand icon and we will call on you to hear your matter. Anyone else? Okay, it appears that that's it. So, but the board itself does have a few matters we need some clarity on, so I'll go through these matters. Let's look at number 14, HA 2024-002268, 930 Locust Street. Ian Natowski, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon. Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the City of Philadelphia.
Okay, is the appellant present? Is the appellant present? Ian Natowski.
The appellants listed 2436 South Hutchinson Street in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that same address on 3/31 of 25.
Okay, thank you. Well, no one is responding. What is the city's pleasure?
If there is no one here, the city would ask for a city affirm for failure to appear.
Okay, just one moment. Just one moment.
Yes.
Go off the record for just one moment. Thank you. We're back on the record.
Yeah.
Just one moment. With regard to HA-20, well, my apologies. What time do we have, Mr. Pincus? Yeah, what time?
Oh, 117.
1:17 PM. Regarding HA-2024-002268, 930 Locust Street, Ian Natowski, city affirm for this matter, city affirm dismiss for lack of appearance. My apologies, folks.
City affirmed, no,
Just dismiss.
case dismissed for failure to appear.
Case dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. Okay. The next matter that the board has questions about is number 17. That's 2330-3518 North Lawrence Street, Sean Crockham. Is Sean Crockham present?
Yes, sir. I'm here on Zoom.
Okay, all right. The concern that we have, sir, is that we believe this matter, this property is owned by an LLC. Is that the case?
That is correct, sir. When I first reviewed the letter, I just noted the hearing and put it in my calendar. And then once Inspector Alvarado and I spoke, he told me that I needed to seek counsel. I did seek counsel, however, it was a bit late, and he said that he was not able to join. So I was kindly requesting to see if I could continue this at a later date.
Okay, now you note the hearing notice itself has that language on the hearing notice.
Yes, sir, and I apologize that I missed that.
Okay, any response from the city?
If the board would allow, I may be able to come to a resolution with Mr. Crockham if we could be placed in a breakout room for a few minutes.
Sure, okay, let's do this. Mr. Crockham, are you prepared or willing to talk to the city's attorney about a possible resolution?
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, hold on a moment. We will give the two of you a breakout room and we'll call back you later, okay?
Thank you.
We pass it matter and recall it. Okay, the next matter is number 20. That's 1531 North Fraser Street, 4 digits of 2353, Mariko Tapper Taylor.
Mr. Chair, number 20, you said, is that not moot complied?
That's a standing matter. Okay, our notes on this matter is that there's a standing matter. We aren't sure who the owner is. And ma'am, your name?
Rico Tapper Taylor.
Okay, would you raise your right hand so that you be sworn? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Now, ma'am, are you the owner of this property?
Now I am. In 2013, Zelphia Tapper owned the property, which was my mother. She died last year. And because of her illness, one was she was not able to get around. And the second, she had a stroke, which caused her to have dementia. So a lot of times when the papers came into my house, if
Okay.
I wasn't there, she hid them. So when she died, I went to City Hall.
Okay, but so what you're saying is that it's
It's in my
are you the
name.
sole heir of the property?
Yes, I'm her only one.
But you never got the deed transferred?
Yes.
You did?
I think I brought all the papers that I got from City Hall.
Okay, but do you have a revised deed that shows you as the owner of the property?
I can say at least from the city's perspective, there's nothing updated on Philodocs. Atlas still references the prior owner. The NOV was only sent to the appellant's mother in this case.
Okay.
I have not seen anything of.
Well, let's do this, Ms. Kelly. May be helpful if this preliminary session, so two, you could have a conversation, and then I'll call you back up if it's identified that she
We've
had.
spoken, if she has the paperwork confirming that it's her mother, this might be a different, or that it's now her property, this might
Right.
be different.
That's what I was wondering, if you could take a look at whatever paperwork she
Yeah,
had.
sure.
Okay, so what I'm going to ask the two of you to do is to go out in the hallway, have a conversation, have him look at whatever documents you have with you. Now, if you do not have a revised deed, we can't hear your case. Okay, because you're not the legal owner.
I think I'm.
Well, let's confirm that. Okay, so we'll recall it. We'll call you back. All right, thank you. Okay, number 24. That's 2448 1251 Shacklemaxon Street, Sammy Ufi. Who represents the city in this matter? Okay, we're going to pass this and come back. Number 25, 2451 1106-14 Spring Garden Street, Stella Wong. Who's representing the city in this matter? Okay, we'll recall that one. Okay. Number 27, 2480-6519 Woodland Avenue, Danny Tran. Is that Ms. Giles? It is? Okay. All righty. We're getting off to a great start today. Okay. Number 33, 2493-2350 Turner Street, Ulizko, Ulizko. Oh, that one's yours.
Yes. Good afternoon, Kristen Patchell for the city.
Ms. Patchell, good afternoon. Is the appellant present? The appellant Ulizko, Oleskii, Ulizko, Ulizko, 2350 Turner Street. If you're present, please make yourself known to us. Are you present? Please confirm service, please.
The appellants listed 1800 Market Street, 8th floor in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that same address on 4/4/25.
Okay, there's been no response. Ms. Patchell, what is your pleasure?
The city would ask for a city affirm due to non-appearance.
Okay, Mr. Pincus, what time do we have? 1:24 p.m. All right, we will poll the board regarding HA 2024-002493-2350 Turner Street, Ulizko, Ulizko. This matter is dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. Ms. Patchell, I think that resolves that matter for us today.
Thank you.
Okay, down to 46, 2591-4023 Old York Road, Genarch Investments. Who's representing the city in this matter?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, is anyone here representing the interests of 24023 Old York Road? Anyone present? 4023 Old York Road. Anyone present? I don't see anyone online who's responding rather. Mr. Moto, please confirm service.
Sir, the appellants listed P.O. Box 745 Turnersville, New Jersey, in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that same address on 4/4/25.
Thank you, Mr. Moto. What is your pleasure? No one's responding.
The city would ask that the matter be dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. What time do we have?
1:26 PM.
1:26 PM. We will poll the board regarding HA 2024-002591 4023 Old York Road, Genarch Investments. This matter is dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next matter is 2593 902 South 47th Street, GMT2 Properties LLC. Who's representing that matter?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, for the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon, Ms. Skiles. Do we please confirm service? No one is responding thus far. Anyone present representing the interests of GMT2 Properties LLC?
The appellants are listed 6443 Rising Sun Avenue in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to the same address on 4/4/25.
Okay, no one's responding, Ms. Skiles. What's your pleasure?
Then we would ask that this appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, thank you. What time do we have?
1:27 PM.
1:27 PM. We will now poll the board regarding HA 2024-002593 902 South 47th Street, GMT2 Properties LLC. This matter is dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. Ms. Skiles, you had a number of matters that were called in your absence. So let's do this. Let's go back to the matter that you were trying to address before you went into recess. And I believe that first matter was number 17. 2330-3518 North Lawrence Street, Sean Crockham.
Yes, so I was able to speak with Mr. Crockham and the department. We came to an agreement for a city affirm with a 6-month stay of enforcement.
Okay, is Mr. Crockham present? Mr. Crockham, are you still with us? Oh, he's still in the break. Can you bring him back?
He's left the breakout room.
So you think he's left the meeting altogether? Oh. Mr. Crockham? Please identify yourself.
Yes, sir. Sean Crockham, Rockem.
Okay, Mr. Crockham, the city is put on the record at a settlement agreement. I just want to, I will ask Ms. Skiles to repeat it. I need you to confirm that you agree with that agreement, okay?
Okay.
Ms. Skiles?
Yes, it's a city affirm with a 6-month stay of enforcement.
Ms. Crockham, is that an agreement that you can confirm?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your attendance and participation. You excuse. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ms. Skiles, I believe the next several are yours as well. 2353 1531 North Fraser Street, Mariko Tapper Taylor. Us, Mr. Kelly's handling that one. My apologies, just skip that one. Let's go down to 2448 1251 Maxon Street, Samuel Ufi. Is that yours?
Yes,
Ms.
that is
Skiles?
mine, yes.
Okay, Mr. Ufi, are you present? Samuel Ufi. No one is responding. Please confirm service, please.
I'll need just a minute, sir.
Yes,
What number case are we on?
24.
I'm sorry, sir. If you could just move on, it's going to take me just a minute to get to that.
Okay, the problem is that we need to stay on this because the rest are hers as well. So
Okay.
just take your time.
Thank you, sir.
We'll go off the record for a moment.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We're off the record at 1:30 PM.
You look through, I'm not sure. Mr. Woodson?
He's ready.
Yeah. On this matter, the appellant,
Let's go back on the record.
Back on the
appellant-
record, 1:31 PM.
Yes. Okay.
appellants have listed 1251 Shacamaxon Street. In their appeal, notice of this hearing was sent to that same address on 4/4 of 25.
Okay. No one is responding. Ms. Giles, what is your pleasure?
Then we would ask that the appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have? Hit your volume.
1:32 PM.
1:32 PM. Already regarding HA 2024-002448, 1251 Maxon Street, Samuel Ufi, dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. Okay, the next matter is 2451 1106-14 Spring Garden Street, Stella Wong. Is that yours, Ms. Giles?
I have a different address on my list. I have 1106 to 14 Spring Garden.
I'm probably misstated it, then it's 1106-14 Spring Garden Street.
Yes, and I am handling that, yes.
Okay, Stella Wong, are you present? Stella Wong. Okay, please confirm service.
The appellants in this case, sir, listed 161 East Hunting Park Avenue in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that address on 4/4 of 25.
Thank you very much. What time do we have, Mr. Pincus?
1:33 PM.
1:33 PM. Alrighty, no one is responding, Ms. Giles. What is your pleasure?
We would ask that it be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, we'll poll the board regarding HA 2024-002451, 1106-14 Spring Garden Street, Stella Wong. This matter is dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. The next matter is 2480-6519 Woodland Avenue, Danny Tran. Ms. Giles, is that your matter as well?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay. Already,
What
Danny
number is that,
Tran,
sir?
are you, well, I just want to see if Mr. Tran is present. Anyone present representing the interests of 6519 Woodland Avenue, Danny Tran? No one is responding. Please confirm service.
Yes, sir. The appellants listed 6915 Woodland Avenue in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that same address on 4/4 of 25.
Okay, thank you very much. No one is responding. Ms. Giles, what is your pleasure?
We would ask that this appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. Timing, Mr. Pincus?
1:34 PM.
1:34 PM. We will pull the board on HA 2024-002480 6519 Woodland Avenue, Danny Tran. This matter is dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. Let's see here. Okay, I think this next one may be yours as well. Oh, no, it isn't. My apologies. That isn't it. I believe that's all of your matters.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we have one preliminary matter that's still outstanding that Mr. Kelly is resolving unless you, Mr. Kelly, have any resolution?
Good afternoon. This is for number 20 1531 North Fraser Street. So I had the chance to speak with the appellant as well as review some of the paperwork. So at least in the paperwork that she has, there's no deed transferring the property to the appellant. There's the
Okay.
deed from the 60s or roughly transferring the property to her mother.
Okay,
I understand that she's been to the Will's office, but as far as I can tell, there's no deed
there's no record of it being recorded.
in her name.
Yes,
That's
okay.
correct.
So until that happens, ma'am, we can't hear this case. Okay, so I don't know whether you need to get an attorney to work with you or not. That's your choice. But you're gonna have difficulty with issues regarding this property until you get it transferred to your name. Okay? Anything you want to add before? Because we will note for the record today, it will be continued.
I'm going to go over to City Hall when I leave here.
Okay, we will continue this matter for a future date. Okay, you'll get a new hearing date. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Woodson, if I can bring your
Number 20.
attention to number one, we're about to lose our interpreter.
Okay.
So this is hearing appeal ending 183, I'm sorry, hearing appeal ending 1213. Diana Hernandez Valicio, Valicio. We should have a Spanish interpreter, Juan, on the call, sir.
Okay, would the interpreter please let him make himself known to us, please?
Yes, my name is Juan. Interpreter ID number is GS and Juliet, IS in India 803.
Okay, sir, there was a delay. So if you could repeat your name again, please?
Sure. My name is Juan Diaz. ID number is GS and Juliet, IS in India 803.
Okay, we're getting a echo. So I'm not sure whether that's your earbuds or something else is happening. But it's a delayed and a echo. The court reporter, are you able to pick up his voice and his words, okay?
Yes, I'm hearing him fine.
Okay, all right, sir, would you raise your right hand so that you may be sworn? Mr. Diaz, do you swear or affirm that you will faithfully translate between English and Spanish the hearing today regarding 925 Cantrell Street, Diana Hernandez Valicio?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. What I'd like you to do, sir, from this point forward, everything that's spoken in English, please translate into Spanish, and you will be the voice of the appellant until this hearing is concluded. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's call the matter, read it in.
I'm sorry, what
She's
matter are we on,
here.
sir?
Number
She's
one.
here already.
This is hearing appeal ending 1213 925 Cantrell Street, Diana Hernandez Valicio.
Entonces, esta
Yes,
es la
she's
audiencia
present.
de apelación terminando en 1213 para el 925 Cantrell Avenue de la señorita Diana Hernández Valencia. Ella está
Okay.
presente.
Ms. Valencia, please turn on your video, please, so we can see you.
Señor Valencia, por favor, encienda el video para poder verla.
I see a name, Damaso Rodriguez, but that isn't the named appellant.
Yeah,
Is
she's
it-
the one. One second. I'm trying to switch.
Who are you, sir?
I'm the contractor.
Okay, you can't
Yeah, she's
speak
here.
because you haven't been called upon. So this is a recording of a record being made of official hearing. So you only speak when you've been identified. So identify yourself, please.
My name is Damaso, last name Rodriguez. I'm trying to set up the Zoom. 1 second. Okay, let me try to. Okay, we try to put the camera, but it don't allow us to put the camera so she can see it.
Sir, would you mute yourself until you're ready to start the hearing? Because everything that you say has to be recorded.
Understand?
Sí, hi. Sí, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Dania Marix Hernández Vallecillo.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Dania Maritza Hernández Vallecio.
Mr. Moto, is there anything we can do from an IT perspective to help them get connected?
Sí, nosotros estamos trabajando en la country Nosotros ya estamos sacando el permiso de zonificación.
We're working in Cantrell. We're trying to get the zone permit.
Okay, we may have to continue this matter because you can't come on. Let's just one moment. Ms. Pashu, what is your response to this current dilemma?
The city would defer to the board on this matter. We're ready to go. This is a second listing.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna go off the record. We're prepared to go back on the record. Okay, Mr. Interpreter, we're gonna proceed, so please share that.
Okay, vamos a proceder.
Okay.
So let's do this. Ms. Patchell, put your name on the record for this matter, please.
Good afternoon, Kristen Patchell on behalf of the city.
Okay, Ms. Patchell, do you have a witness?
I do. The city has Inspector Stephen Monty ready to testify.
Okay, Mr. Monte, if you're present, please make yourself known so we may swear you in.
Yes, I
Mr.
am
Chair.
here. Good morning or good afternoon, members of the board.
Just a moment. Make sure that we give time for the interpreter
Yes.
to translate.
Thank you. Entonces, la señorita Patrick, Kristen Patchell, está de parte de la ciudad. Le han preguntado si tiene algún testigo. Sí, tiene acá el inspector Stephen Monty, quien está listo para testificar. El señor Monty se ha presentado y está listo para continuar.
Correcto.
Mr. Monty, raise your right hand so that you may be sworn.
Señor Monty, por favor, levante mano a la derecha para poder ser juramentado.
Do you swear or affirm that testimony today will be truthful?
Yes,
¿Se
I,
jura o afirma que su testimonio va a ser verdadero?
yes, I do.
Sí, lo hago.
Okay, you can place your hand down.
Puede bajar la mano.
Okay, Ms. Diana Hernandez Valicillo, would you mind pronouncing your name properly for us?
Señora Diana Hernández, ¿puede pronunciar su nombre completo apropiadamente para nosotros, por favor?
Sí, Dania Marixa Hernández Vallecillo.
Dania Maritza Hernández Vallecillo.
Vallecillo. Okay, thank you. Okay, ma'am, would you raise your right hand? We need you to confirm who you are. Do you swear or affirm that in fact you are the known appellant for today?
Entonces, señora, necesitamos confirmar quién es usted. ¿Usted jura o afirma que usted es la persona apelando hoy día?
Sí, yo juro.
Yes, I
Soy
swear.
yo.
Oh, okay, thank you. We now have your video. Okay, ma'am, do you have any witnesses for today that you plan to call?
Ok, señora, ya la tenemos en video. ¿Tiene algún tipo de testigo que va a llamar hoy día?
Sí, claro que sí. El señor Damaso Rodríguez.
Yes, here, Mr. Damaso Rodriguez.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, if you would remove your hat and raise your right hand so that you may be sworn.
Señor Rodríguez, por favor, quítese el gorro, levante la mano derecha para ser juramentado.
Sir, do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
¿Jura o afirma que el testimonio que va a dar hoy día será la verdad con la ayuda de Dios?
Sí.
Yes, I swear.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, do you require an interpreter also?
Señor Rodríguez, ¿requiere un intérprete también?
No realmente.
Not really.
Okay, all right, thank you. I'm asking because okay, we will proceed. Ms. Patchell, please proceed.
Good afternoon, Inspector Monty.
Well, we all just one thing, all of us just need to be sensitive to the fact we have an interpreter. So once you make your statement, pause for the interpreter. Thank you. Please proceed.
Good afternoon, Inspector Monty.
Good afternoon, Ms. Patchell.
Where are you employed?
Muy buenas tardes, señor Inspector Monty. Buenas tardes, señor Patchell. ¿Dónde usted está empleado?
I am employed at the City of Philadelphia within the Department of Licenses and Inspections.
Estoy empleado con la ciudad de Filadelfia dentro del Departamento de Licencias e Inspecciones.
As part of your employment with the Department of Licenses and Inspections, did you review a case file for 925 South Cantrell Street?
Como parte de su empleo con el Departamento de Licencias e Inspecciones, revisó un archivo de caso para el 925 Sur Cantrell Street.
Yes, I have.
Sí, lo he hecho.
Would you recognize a notice of violation sent to 925 South Cantrell Street?
¿Reconoce usted una notificación de ruptura de código enviado al 925 Sur Kent Charles Street?
Yes, I would.
Sí, lo haría.
Permission to share my screen?
Yes.
Permiso para compartir mi pantalla. Sí.
Inspector, do you recognize C1 displayed on the screen?
Yes, I
Señor,
do.
señor inspector, ¿reconoce el C1? ¿Está proyectado en la pantalla? Sí, lo hago.
Did you answer, Inspector?
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
apologize.
Sí, lo hago. Me disculpo.
Who was this notice of violation sent to?
¿A quién fue enviada esta notificación de violación de ruptura de código?
This responsible party was Daniel Hernandez Valicio at 2301 South Darien Street.
El involucrado responsable fue el señor Daniel Hernández Belicio en el 2301 de South Darien Street.
And what was the date of the notice?
¿Cuál es la fecha de esa notificación?
It was 3/16/2024.
Thank you, Inspector.
3/16/2024. Gracias, inspector.
Can you walk us through the violations that were cited for 925 South Cantrell Street?
¿Nos puede leer las violaciones que fueron citadas para el 925 sur de Cantrell Street?
The violations that were cited were for architect and engineer services, for an enclosed porch, plans required, new electrical wiring.
Okay, Mr. Monty, just do a short statement so the interpreter can catch up with you.
Okay, entonces las violaciones que fueron citadas fueron por arquitectura y servicios de ingeniería, también por un patio frontal encerrado, un porche encerrado, y también los planes requerirían cableado eléctrico.
What was the first violation cited, Inspector?
¿Cuál fue la primera violación citada, inspector?
The first violation was for unapproved materials.
La primera violación fue por materiales no aprobados.
I'd now like to take you down to page 2 of C1. What was the next violation that was cited on this NOV?
Nos gustaría llevarlos ahora a la página 2 de C1. ¿Cuál es la siguiente violación citada en esta notificación?
This was for an enclosed porch without a issued building permit.
Un porche encerrado sin un tipo de permiso de construcción.
And what was the next violation after that?
¿Cuál fue la siguiente violación después de eso?
It was for cutting a new entryway into the front of the structure.
Por poner una nueva entrada en el frente de la estructura.
Taking you to page 3, what was the first violation on page 3?
Pasando a la página 3, ¿cuál fue la primera violación en la página 3?
For new electrical wiring in the basement space.
Por un nuevo cableado eléctrico en el área del sótano.
And what was the next violation?
¿Y cuál fue la siguiente violación?
It was for new plumbing that has been observed in the basement.
Por nuevas plomería que fue observado en el sótano.
Can you describe if there was a zoning violation?
¿Puede describir si había una violación de zonificación?
Yes, there was. During the inspection, it was observed that it was being converted into a duplex.
Sí,
With
lo había.
required zoning.
Durante la inspección fue observado que estaba siendo convertido a un dúplex, el cual requeriría zonificación.
Is zoning also needed to enclose the front porch?
Zonificación también era necesaria para poder encerrar el porche de enfrente.
That is correct. Yes.
Eso es correcto, sí.
And lastly, was there a citation or a violation of requirement for a use registration permit?
Y por último, ¿había una situación o una violación, un requerimiento o una violación de requerimiento por un permiso de uso o registración?
Yes, you would need an issued zoning permit for that.
Sí, correcto. Necesitaban haber recibido permisos de zonificación para eso.
Are these notices of violation kept in the Eclipse system?
¿Estas notificaciones de violaciones son mantenidas en el sistema de Eclipse?
Yes, this is where I reviewed the case.
Sí, aquí fue donde revisé el caso.
And are they kept in the ordinary course of business?
¿Y son mantenidas en el curso ordinario del negocio?
Yes, they are.
Sí, lo son.
Inspector, were there photographs taken in March of 24 at the time the NOV was issued?
Señor inspector, ¿habían fotografías tomadas en marzo del 2024 en el momento en que la notificación fue dada?
Yes, there were multiple pictures taken.
Would you
Sí.
recognize these?
Habían múltiples fotos tomadas. ¿Usted las reconocería?
Yes, I would.
Sí, lo haría.
Directing your attention to what has been marked as C2, do you recognize this first photograph?
Dirigiendo su atención a lo que ha sido marcado como C2, ¿reconoce esta primera fotografía?
Yes, I would. This photograph was taken during the inspection on 3/14/24. There's 2 mailboxes and a new enclosed porch.
Sí, lo haría. Esta fotografía fue tomada durante la inspección en el 31, 14 habían 2 buzones de correo dentro en la entrada del porche.
Is there also a stop work order?
Había una orden de paro de trabajo.
Yes, that is correct. There was a stop work order issued.
Sí, eso es correcto. Hubo una orden de paro de trabajo dada.
Directing your attention to page 6 of the city exhibits, is this a close-up of the stop work order?
Yes.
Dirigiendo su atención a la página 6 de las pruebas de la ciudad. Esta es una foto de cerca de la orden de paro de trabajo.
Yes.
Sí.
Continuing to page 7, what does this picture depict?
Continuando la página 7, ¿qué le muestra esta foto?
This is a picture of that front exterior, but behind that structure that they built, that is a new entry into the basement of the front of the structure.
Esta es una foto del frente, del exterior de enfrente, pero detrás de la estructura que ellos construyeron es una nueva entrada al sótano enfrente de la estructura.
Would a permit be required for this?
¿Un permiso es requerido para esto?
Yes, multiple permits would be required for this.
Sí, múltiples permisos sería requerido para esto.
And would plans be required as well?
¿Los planos serían requeridos también?
Yes, plans and also inspections.
Sí, planos e inspecciones.
Continuing to page 8, what, if anything, does this show, Inspector?
Continuando la página 8, ¿qué es lo que esto muestra, señor inspector?
This is a picture of new plumbing and what appears to be a new vent that was installed in the basement without issued plumbing permits.
Esto es nuevas tuberías que parecen ser que son de ventilación instaladas en el sótano sin un permiso de tuberías dado.
Continuing to page 9, what, if anything, does this show?
Continuando la página 9, ¿qué le muestra esto?
This shows the entryway steps into the basement of the front of the structure.
Esto muestra la escalera de entrada o las gradas de entrada hacia el sótano que están en el frente de la estructura.
Moving to page 10, does this depict the same thing?
Pasando a la página 10, ¿esto muestra lo mismo?
Yes, it does.
Sí, lo hace.
Continuing to page 11, what, if anything, is this showing?
Continuando en la página 11, ¿qué es lo que esto acá le muestra?
I believe this is a picture underneath of the steps. Or this is a picture of framing and some materials inside the basement area.
Creo que esto acá es una foto debajo de de las gradas. Creo que es una foto también del marco que se estaba haciendo y algunos materiales que están adentro del área del sótano.
Page 12, Inspector, what, if anything, does this show?
Página 12, inspector, ¿qué le muestra esta imagen?
It's a better picture. It shows new wiring installed inside of the basement.
Esto muestra nuevos cableado eléctrico instalado dentro del sótano.
Would this require an electrical permit?
¿Eso requeriría un permiso eléctrico?
Yes, that is correct.
Sí, eso es correcto.
Continuing to the next page, 13, what does that show?
Continuando a la siguiente página 13, ¿qué le muestra esto?
This shows a picture of coming up the steps from the bottom view with a railing. There is multiple switches and open boxes at the top left corner, which require electrical permit as well.
Estos son los entradas en la parte de abajo con la baranda, con varios interruptores con cajas abiertas en la esquina superior izquierda, el cual requeriría un permiso eléctrico también.
What, if anything, does the next page, page 14, show, Inspector?
¿Y qué le muestra la siguiente página, la página 14, inspector?
So this is a picture of the view of the steps with a new entry door into that basement. Again, you can see the open unsecured boxes next to the door.
Esto acá es una foto de nuevo de la vista de las escalones a la entrada, a la nueva entrada del sótano, y de nuevo pueden ver las cajas abiertas no aseguradas junto a la puerta.
And lastly, Inspector, directing your attention to page 15, does this show the outside of the property?
Y por último, señor inspector, estoy dirigiendo su atención a la página 15. Esto de acá muestra la parte de afuera de la propiedad.
Yes, it does. Shows the outside of the property and also debris and construction materials in there as well.
Correcto, muestra la parte de afuera de la propiedad y también residuos de construcción y materiales de construcción también.
Page 16 shows that same angle of the basement, correct?
That is correct.
La página 16 muestra el mismo ángulo de eso, del sótano, ¿correcto? Eso es correcto.
What, if anything, does picture on page 17 show?
¿Qué le muestra lo que está en la página 17?
So this is an inside picture of the front structure that they built. There's also building materials right there. That is insulation in front of the big thing in front of the picture.
Esta es una imagen de la parte de adentro de la estructura frontal que construyeron con también materiales de construcción. Ahí enfrente se ve los materiales de insulación enfrente de esa área grande de la foto.
I'm going to skip ahead now to page 20. Was a final notice of violation issued?
Vamos a saltarnos a la página 20. ¿Hubo una notificación final de violación dada, otorgada?
Yes, it was. It was issued on 4/23/24.
Sí, lo hubo. Fue dada el 4/23/24.
And does C3 show a copy of this final notice of violation?
Y el C3 muestra una copia de esta notificación de violación final.
Yes, it does.
Sí, lo hace.
Were the same violations cited?
¿Y son las mismas violaciones citadas?
Hey, my brother. Good morning, man.
Yes, they were.
Sí, lo fueron.
And Inspector, did you do another reinspection of in February of 25?
Y señor inspector, ¿volvió a hacer una reinspección en febrero del 2025?
An inspection was made, yes.
And would you recognize a photograph from this inspection?
Sí, una inspección se hizo. ¿Reconocería una foto de esa inspección?
Yes, I would.
Sí, lo haría.
Directing your attention to C4, what does this show?
Redirigiendo su atención a C4, ¿qué es lo que muestra?
This shows a picture of the front of the property in question with the new enclosure around the front entry of the structure.
Esta foto muestra la parte de enfrente de la propiedad en cuestión, el cual muestra la parte de enfrente que ha sido encerrada con esa nueva estructura.
Did you inspect this property last week?
¿Inspeccionó esta propiedad la semana pasada?
Yes, I did.
Sí, lo hice.
Were the conditions the same?
¿Las condiciones eran las mismas?
Yes, there was no change in the conditions of the site.
Correcto, no ha habido ningún tipo de cambios en las condiciones del sitio.
Have there been any permits issued for this property?
¿Se han otorgado algún tipo de permisos para esta propiedad?
No, there are no permits issued at this time.
No, no han habido permisos otorgados en estos momentos.
Has there been any zoning issued for this property?
¿Ha habido algún problema de zonificación para esta propiedad?
No, not at this time.
No en estos momentos.
I don't have any further questions for the inspector.
Good,
No
thank
tengo
you.
más preguntas para el inspector.
Ms.
Gracias.
Vehale, my apologies for mispronouncing your name. Do you have any questions for the inspector?
Señora Vallecillo, ¿tiene usted alguna pregunta para el inspector?
We didn't hear your response.
No hemos escuchado su respuesta.
She's muted. Would you unmute?
Está en mudo, ¿puede quitar el mudo?
Que está en mood.
Sí, ya.
Ya. No tengo ninguna pregunta.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Pashko, do you have any additional witnesses?
I have no more
Eh,
witnesses prior to
Señorita
resting.
Pashko, ¿tiene usted algún testigo adicional? No, no tengo más testigos adicionales.
The city would mark and move C5, which is the OPA account showing the property is owned by Ms. Hernandez Felicio.
La ciudad marca y nos pasamos al C5, el cual no ha sido debatible, mostrando que la propiedad es, la propietaria es la señorita Hernández Vallecillo.
So moved.
And the city would mark and move C1 through C5 into the record and rest.
La ciudad quiere marcar de C1 al C5 al registro y descansar.
So moved. Okay, Ms. Valecio, what is your defense in this matter? So you can share with us what you understand has happened and where are you in this case?
Señor Vallecillo, entonces, ¿cuál es su defensa en este caso? ¿Quiere compartir con nosotros qué es lo que ha ocurrido o qué es lo que está sucediendo con este caso?
Pues sí, le voy a pasar al señor Damaso para que le dé más información.
Yes, I want to let Mr. Damaso speak so he can give you more information.
Okay, now he can't represent you in this hearing, so what I need you to do is present him as your witness and then ask him a question, because we need to hear what of a defense you have for proceeding in the project in this way.
Ok, señora, él no lo puede representar en esta audiencia, así que lo que necesita hacer es presentarlo como un testigo y usted vaya haciéndole las preguntas que necesitamos escuchar como parte de su defensa para proceder en el proyecto de esta forma.
Ok, es correcto. Mi defensa es yo contra... Él es Damaso, él es Damaso y Rodríguez y yo contraté, ¿verdad?, a una persona, a alguien que se encargara de sacar todos los permisos. Esta persona sacó todos los permisos.
Okay, this is Damaso Rodriguez, and I hired a person to take care of all the permits. This person was hired to get all the permits.
Okay, well, let's do this in order to kind of move this forward. Sir, give us your full name and your relationship to this property.
My full name is Damaso, spelled D-A-M-A-S-O, last name Rodriguez, R-O-G-U-E-Z, and I'm the contractor on the case.
Okay, Ms. Pastor, do you have any questions for him?
Just briefly.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
All of these statements need to be translated.
Yes.
Señor Damaso, usted por favor preséntese y díganos cuál es su relación con esta propiedad. Soy el contratista. Señorita Pashko, ¿tiene usted alguna pregunta? Sí, brevemente. Todos estos... go ahead.
Ms. Pastor.
Yes. Did you do the work on this property yourself?
¿Usted hizo el trabajo en esta propiedad por sí mismo?
¿Le puedo contestar en inglés o tiene que ser en español?
Can I answer in English or does it need to be in Spanish?
Either way, if it's in English, you will have to interpret. If it's in Spanish, you still will have to interpret it, repeat it in English so we understand what he's saying.
De cualquier forma, el intérprete va a tener que traducirlo de cualquier forma.
So, lo voy a decir en inglés para así tener mejor confidencialidad. Okay, so I was not the person that built this case, but I'm the one that I can legalize the work being done based on my knowledge that I have on the field.
So, no soy la persona que se encargaba del caso, pero sí soy la persona que estaba legalizando todo esto basado en mi conocimiento del campo.
Are you a licensed contractor?
¿Es
Yes.
usted un contratista licenciado? Sí.
Who did the work initially?
¿Quién hizo el trabajo inicialmente?
She hired a contractor that was supposed to pull up all the permits and do the architectural drawings. And then that person started doing the work without the permits.
Ella había contratado un contratista que supuestamente iba a poder sacar todos los permisos y dibujar los planos arquitectales, pero esa persona empezó a hacer el trabajo sin ningún permiso.
Do you have the plans yet?
¿Ya tienes los planos?
Yes, I do have the construction plans and I have the zoning plans.
Sí, tengo los planos de construcción y también los planos de zonificación.
And already has submitted to the city. So we got the review for the zoning and then we got the street department as well.
También ya han sido ingresados a la ciudad para una revisión de la zonificación y también para lo de los... I'm sorry, this is interpreter. I'm going to ask him to repeat the last sentence. Señor, Mr. Rodriguez, can you repeat that last? You got them submitted to the city
And the
for
street
review?
department. Yeah, and the street department as well.
Y el departamento de calles también.
Was the zoning permit issued?
It's
El
not
permiso de
issued yet.
zonificación fue dado, no ha sido dado todavía.
When did you
Tenemos,
submit?
I can give you the application number so you
That's
can have it on record.
When did
Yo
you
le-
submit it?
Yo puedo darle el número de la solicitud. ¿Cuándo fue que usted lo ingresó?
We submitted, it's been like a month and a half already.
Lo hemos ingresado como hace un mes y medio ya.
When were you hired?
¿Cuándo fue usted contratado?
2 months ago.
2 meses atrás.
I don't have anything further.
No tengo más preguntas.
Okay, so just so we're clear, Mr. Rodriguez, you were not the contractor who did the work initially.
Señor
That's correct.
Rodríguez, para estar claros, usted no es el contratista que hizo el trabajo inicial.
Correcto.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Vallejo, I know I apologize again, but why did your contractor start work without any of the permits that are required?
Señor Vallecillo, ¿por qué su contratista empezó a hacer el trabajo sin haber tenido primero todos los permisos requeridos?
Sí, lo que pasa es que él sacó los permisos. Yo miré que sacó los permisos de la parte de arriba porque de la electricidad, de la plomería, de todo. Pero yo pensé que lo había hecho de todo, de todo. Entonces, cuando yo recibí la nota que habían violaciones, yo paré.
Well, what happens that he got the permits for the upper part, for the plumbing, the electric, and I thought it was for the whole thing. But when I received the violation notifications, I paid them.
Y yo contraté otro que le pagué y me robó porque nunca él me decía que ya había sometido, y por eso yo tuve que contratar al señor Damaso después porque no tenía ninguna respuesta.
Then I hired another one, and he told me that no, he had already submitted them. After that, I had to hire Mr. Damaso because I wasn't getting any response from him.
Okay, do you know that you need permission to convert a single-family house to a duplex?
¿Sabe usted que requiere un permiso para convertir una casa familiar a un dúplex?
Ahora yo sé, pero en aquel momento yo no sabía nada.
Now I know that. At that time, I didn't know anything.
Is this an investment property or do you plan to live there?
¿Esta es una propiedad de inversión o está planeando vivir ahí?
Estoy planeando vivir en un futuro.
I'm planning to live there in the future.
Okay, now, what is that black material that was used to build that external box?
¿Qué es ese material de color negro que fue utilizado para construir esa caja externa?
Esa es muy buena pregunta porque eso también yo mandé a hacer una cosa como una puertecita. Y yo cuando yo fui, yo me asusté. Yo dije, ¿qué fue eso? Porque de verdad yo me asusté.
That's a good question. I sent them to build a door, and then when I got there, I really got scared.
That isn't answering my question. What is that material? Is it metal? Is it wood? What is it?
Eso no contesta mi pregunta, señora. ¿Qué material es? ¿Es metal? ¿Es madera? ¿Qué es?
Le voy a decir al señor Damaso que si le puede contestar porque él sabe.
I'm gonna ask Mr. Damaso to answer that because he knows.
Okay, sir, what is your understanding of that material?
Señor, ¿cuál es su entendimiento de qué cosa es ese material?
That's steel and metal. Yes. She wanted it to enclose by the code. So she told that person has the code. And then when that person went to close it, he closed it all the way up. It was supposed to be only 3 feet.
Sí, eso fierro, metal. Sí, ella quería que eso fuera encerrado por el frío y cuando esa persona no, le habían dicho acerca del frío, entonces esa persona fue y lo cerró todo, él cruzó todo hasta arriba, que supuestamente solo había tenido que ser 3 pies.
Thank you. Anyone else have any questions?
Gracias. ¿Alguna otra persona tiene alguna pregunta?
Okay. No additional questions. Okay, ma'am, do you have any final comments that you'd like to make before we hear the city's final argument and we vote on your case?
Ok, entonces no hay preguntas adicionales. Señora, ¿tiene usted algún comentario final que quiera hacer antes que antes que escuchemos el argumento final de la ciudad y votemos en su caso?
No.
No.
Okay, thank you. Any final argument from the city, Ms. Pacho?
Briefly.
¿Algún argumento final de la ciudad, señorita Pacho? Brevemente.
There was a lot of work done to this property without any permits or plans.
Hubo bastante trabajo hecho en esta propiedad sin ningún tipo de permisos o planos.
Frankly, that steel box looks like it's a fire hazard.
Francamente, esa caja metálica pareciera ser un riesgo de incendio.
The initial notice of violation went out in March of 24.
La notificación inicial de violación salió el marzo del 2024.
A final notice of violation went out in April of 24.
La notificación final de violación salió el abril de 2024.
The appellant only hired Mr. Rodriguez about 2 months ago in March of 25.
La apelante recién contrató al señor Rodríguez hace 2 meses, en marzo del 2025.
There still has not been any permits issued.
Todavía no ha habido ningún tipo de permisos brindados.
We would ask that you affirm the violations.
Pedimos que ustedes afirmen estas violaciones.
Okay, thank you very much.
Muchísimas gracias.
We will now poll the board
Vamos a acceder a la Junta
regarding HA 2024-001213.
acerca del HA 2024-001213.
925 Cantrell Street.
925 de Cantrell Street.
Diana Hernandez Valacio.
Es la señora Diana Hernández Pallecillo.
Vote, city affirmed.
City affirmed.
City
La ciudad
affirmed.
firma, la ciudad firma, la ciudad firma,
City affirmed.
la ciudad firma.
Okay, ma'am, the vote is unanimous, city affirmed, which means you lost your appeal.
Señora, los votos de la ciudad afirman unánimemente, eso significa que ha perdido esta apelación.
You may appeal any decision that this board makes to the Court of Common Pleas.
Puede apelar cualquier decisión que esta Junta tome a la Corte Civil que apelas.
If you need information as to how to do that, call the administrator's office.
Si usted necesita información en cómo poder hacer eso, por favor llame a las oficinas administradoras.
The telephone number will be on the notice of decision that you will receive in the mail.
El número de teléfono va a estar en la notificación de decisión que usted va a recibir por correo.
Thank you. All the witnesses are excused. This matter is resolved.
Gracias. Todos los testigos han sido excusados. Este asunto ha sido resuelto.
Okay, the interpreter is excused, so we'll move on to our next matter.
Thank you
Before
very
we
much.
do that, we're going to go off the record for 3 minutes.
Thank you for using our services, interpreters.
All right, Mr. Bono. What's our next matter?
Calling your attention, sir, to number 38 on the list. That's hearing appeal ending 2553, 2530 through 32 West Huntington Street, Douglas Dixon.
Douglas, who's representing the city?
Mr. Dixon?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Leonard F. Reuter, R-E-U-T-E-R for the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Reuter. Okay, Douglas Dixon, are you present? Douglas Dixon.
He was present in the room earlier, sir, but he's left.
He was present at one time?
Yes, sir.
He since left, dropped
Yes.
off? Okay, Mr. Douglas Dixon. Mr. Reuter, I'm going to ask your indulgence, in case there's a technical problem. We're going to pass this and come back to it. Okay?
That's fine.
All right.
Calling your attention, sir, number 41 on today's list. Hearing appeal ending 2572, 5326 James Street. Richard Elias.
Okay. Mr. Elias, please have a seat, sir.
Good afternoon, honorary board members.
Okay, give us your full name, sir. Elias Eliash, my apologies. You should raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God? All right, thank you. Okay, Mr. Reuter, I assume that you're representing this matter for the city?
I am. With board's indulgence, I need to log back into the Zoom. I got knocked off. Just take me a minute. In the meantime, I could call Inspector. Jamal Tucker.
Inspector Tucker, are you present? Okay, you'll need to pull up a chair. Okay, Inspector Tucker, if you bring that microphone to your face and raise your right hand so that you may be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can place your hand down. Mr. Reuter, at your pleasure, we're ready to start.
All right, like I said, I got knocked off, so I have to pull everything back up. All right, thank you, Inspector. Could you just state your full name and spell it for the record again?
Yes, my name is Inspector Jamal Tucker, Jamaltucker.
Okay, and could you just tell the board what you do?
I'm a property maintenance inspector for license and inspections.
How long you been doing that work?
About a year and a half.
Okay, and in the course and scope of that, of your employment, doing that type of work, are you familiar with the property at 5326 James Street?
Yes, I am.
Were you the inspector for the property?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up if I can share my screen.
Yes.
Mr. Reuter, can you speak up a little? This is court reporter. Thank you.
Okay, you may have to pull that microphone closer to you. Unfortunately, it's not as sensitive as it'd be likely to be. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Reuter, you're gonna have to swivel it back and forth for the court reporter to hear you.
I'm just wondering if the board can see the.
Nothing yet. It'll be on the screen up in front of you if it's showing.
Opened it. You're seeing that, hold on. There you go. Can you see that, Inspector?
Yes.
Okay, and what is that picture?
That's a picture of the address 5326 James Street, the front.
Okay, and is that the property directly in front of the camera or to the left or to the?
Directly in the front.
And When did this photo get taken?
About last year, or the date 7/10/24.
Why did you go out for an inspection of the property?
Well, we were instructed to do inspections for the Clean and Green initiative, and we were taking writing SVNs for properties with high weeds and other violations, exterior violations.
The picture look familiar to you?
Yes.
What is this depicting?
That's the rear of the property with a motorcycle in the back.
Okay, and to the best of your knowledge, when you went out to do this inspection, this photo is depicting the yard directly to the rear of 5326.
Yes.
Okay. So there's no question in your mind that this is 5326
Yes.
Street? Okay. And in addition to the motorcycle, what else can we see in that photo?
I see weeds around the fence area on the gate and other things in the back behind the motorcycle, like a chair.
Okay. And as a result of seeing this in the rear yard of the subject property of 5326 James Street, what did you do?
I wrote a violation for high weeds and inoperable vehicle on the property.
Okay, and when you were out there, did you notice whether that motorcycle had any plates or registration or anything?
No, didn't.
Okay, and it's a violation to have a unregistered vehicle in your yard?
Yes.
Okay, and what would you need to do to correct that violation?
Either register the vehicle or, remove it if it's inoperable.
Okay, and could you also maybe get a zoning permit to store a vehicle?
I'm not sure if you have to have a zoning permit to store a vehicle.
Okay, and with respect to the weeds, you indicated that you issued a violation for that as well?
Yes.
What we're looking at in this photo, which that weeds in particular were you referring to?
The weeds on the fence area, to the right, growing up over the fence.
Okay, and that's also a violation?
Yeah, according to our code at the time, so that's what I believe.
Now, just so the record's clear, beyond the motorcycle, if you're looking into the photo, beyond the motorcycle, you see a rear of a property. Is that 5326 James Street or is 5623 James Street behind us?
No, that's 5326 James Street.
What we're looking at right there?
Yeah.
Okay, there's like a wooden fence there?
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you get access into this backyard?
The driveway. It's the back street is, I believe it's August Street. So
Okay.
it's literally a street, but the rear of James Street properties comes out to that street.
Okay, and when you were out there, did you have an opportunity to speak with the property owner?
No, I didn't. No one answered the door when I knocked.
Okay, I don't have any further questions.
Okay, Ms. Eliash, do you have any questions of the inspector based on his testimony? Okay, any additional witnesses?
Question, Inspector, to the best of your knowledge, when's the last time, well, let me withdraw that. When's the last time you were out to the property?
I went out there today for a court investigation.
Okay, and did you determine anything when you were out there?
Yes, the motorcycle isn't there and all the grass is cut.
Okay, so is it possible that we could mark this violation as complied?
Yeah,
as of today?
yeah, it was complied long before this because I went out there before.
Okay, had the violation been marked complied in Eclipse?
Yes.
It is, okay.
Yeah, but the case is not fully closed because of the court process. So once this is done, then I'll be able to fully close it out. But
Okay.
the violations have been complied.
We have no further questions.
Okay, Ms. Eliash, any statement you'd like to make?
But I took the liberty of writing my testimony down so I don't forget anything.
Okay,
I purchased this.
No, what I'll need you to do, sir, is pull the microphone close to you so that the court reporter can clearly hear your voice. Thank you.
I purchased this single-family house at 5326 James Street in July of 1990. I was lucky enough to have a tenant who stayed there for 30 years, which does not happen very often. In that period of time, the husband acquired a motorcycle and ended up putting 40,000 miles on it. Unfortunately, he died of cancer 12 years ago, and his wife, who did not have a motorcycle license, insisted on keeping the motorcycle for sentimental value. 2 years ago, my tenant's mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and the tenant moved out to care for her at her home in north central Pennsylvania near State College. The result was she abandoned the motorcycle. I asked her for the title in order to maybe donate it to Kids R Us or some other charity, but she threw it away years ago. I called Kids R Us and was told that without a title, I would need to go to the police department and fill out a police form for abandoned vehicles. I went, and the officer told me that there are no such forms, but instead to call Philly 311. I discovered that it is next to impossible to dispose of a motor vehicle without a title. On January 8th, 2024, I called Philadelphia 311 requesting help with removing the abandoned bike, and they said the police provide a service and would come and remove it, but it may take 120 days or longer, to which I readily agreed. I was assigned confirmation number 1648-6519, and I mentioned that the bike is in the back of the house, and she strongly advised me to move it closer to the street to make it easier for the police to remove. The bike had 2 flat tires and weighed about 500 pounds. I used the bicycle pump to try inflating the tires, but they were rotted, refusing to hold air. With the help of 2 friends, I managed to push it to the rear of my property in my off-street parking spot on August Street. Then I marked my calendar for 120 days. After 120 days, I called 311 for the status and was told that 120 days is just a guideline and that it may take even longer. On July 10th, 2024, with the motorcycle still there, I called 311 again and was told that the police were there. They came to the front of the house at James Street, but did not see a motorcycle. They canceled the request and would not be returning. I immediately asked that the request be reinstated and to call the police back. She said 311 has no control over police scheduling, but she will mark boldly on the new request that the motorcycle is in the back of the James Street property on August Street, and that it would take, again, 120 days or longer, assigning me a new confirmation number 1698-3252. I marked my calendar for 120 days again, approximately around Thanksgiving. As of April 2nd, 2025, the motorcycle's gone. I'm assuming that the police took it away. I don't know. I'm just glad it's gone. With regard to the grass violation, I cut the grass every 2 weeks, except for when it rains, because it clogs up the lawnmower. My neighbor at 5328 James Street and I do not have a fence separating our yards, and we share a common walkway between us. My ex-neighbor James died of cancer in December of 2024, and my new neighbor Randy recently purchased the property. The neighbor's yard has always been overgrown because James did not care and was ailing and elderly. But shortly after I received these 2 violations, the new owner had landscapers come over to clean up, pull out all the bushes, the weeds, and cut the high grass. Last month, he put in new sod. Whatever extra he had, he installed it in my yard, but only partially since he had insufficient quantity to complete the job. Since there is no fence between our yards, I assumed that the employees ticketing my property at the time the violations were imposed may have been confused since we both share the same yard. But on further reflection, it appears to me that in their zeal to issue violations, they used the motorcycle violation to just pile on more violations, hoping that something sticks. If you look at the picture, you can see that there are no high bushes and the grass is not flagrantly overgrown. This is a frivolous violation, in my opinion. And the inspector mentioned that the weeds were on the right of my parking spot. Those weeds originate in my other neighbor's property, 5634 James Street. That's my testimony.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll give Mr. Rod an opportunity to cross, and then we'll
Yeah, and I
take
wanted to
questions.
ask Mr. Woody to put the pictures up.
I have no cross, but I'll put up the picture.
Okay, all right, Ms. Penn?
Yeah, I just want to get the picture up and then I want to ask Mr. Elias. Does the picture accurately reflect the rear of your yard at 5326?
Yes.
Okay. And the neighbor that you just referenced, who's at 5334, is that yard, would that yard be to the right in the photograph as it was shown to us?
To the right of the photograph is 5324. To the left is 5328. And in the 5328, you could see that the landscapers had already come and removed it. I asked him on Sunday, just 2 days ago, if he also got a violation because his yard was really bad. He said, no, he did not.
Are you referring to 5324?
No, 5328. To the
So
left,
where the blue car is that 24?
that's 24, correct.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Any additional questions from anyone? Okay, thank you very much. Any final argument from Ms. Alias or from Mr. Roder?
Again, based upon the testimony that's presented today, and again, I apologize to the board, the case file is still open, but it does appear that the violation has been complied. So I think this could just be marked moot complied, but it, again.
Okay, well, I may, I just need to get some legal advice.
I mean, no fines would have.
I mean, given that we've taken testimony on your recommendation, Mr. Roder, we're prepared to designate this as a moot compliant matter, so that resolves it. It closes the case for you and for Mr. Alias, correct?
Correct.
Okay, Mr. Alias, thank you for your testimony. It's moot compliant. That means you complied with the violation notice and you're okay.
Thank you very much.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
The witnesses are excused. Okay, our next matter. Would that be number 40, Mr. Motor?
Actually, we can recall number 38, that's 25, hearing appeal under 2553, 2530, and 32 West Huntington Street, Douglas Dixon.
Okay. Douglas Dixon, are you present? Okay, sir, please come forward. Mr. Roder, are you representing the city on this matter?
Yes, I am, and I'm here with Inspector Anthony Williams, who I believe was on the Zoom.
Okay. Sir, if you could give us your name and then we'll swear you in. Pull the microphone.
Douglas Dixon.
Douglas Dixon, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. You can place your hand down. Mr. Roder, your witness is present?
Yes, he is. Thank you. Inspector Williams, could you just identify yourself and spell your name for the record?
Inspector Anthony Williams, Williams.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Raise your right hand so you should be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay. All right, Mr. Rodder, please proceed.
Sure. Mr. Williams, do you work for the city of Philadelphia?
Yes.
And in what capacity?
Code enforcement supervisor for property maintenance, North District.
Okay, and in the course and scope of your duties doing that, have you come to be familiar with the property located at 2530 to 32 West Huntington Street?
Yes.
Okay, and when was that?
The original inspection was, I believe, May of last year. And I just re-inspected it last week.
Okay, I'm gonna try to share my screen here. Thank you. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, does that look familiar to you?
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
Well, that is the front of the property where there's a fence and there was, kind of some, I guess a privacy partition with the fence, but behind that you can see the storage of it looked like I think it was a camper and a few trucks and on one side, and then a shipping container on the other side, I believe.
Okay, I'm showing another document here. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
Okay, and what are we looking at here?
The violation notice.
Okay, and that was a violation notice issued to the property we just saw in the photo?
Correct.
Okay, and were you the inspector for that?
Yes.
Okay, and if you recall, when did you go out and do that inspection?
I believe it was May 18th, either May 17th or May 18th that I did the inspection of last year.
Okay, and when you went out there, could you just describe the conditions that you observed?
Well,
And-
we observed some storage in that area between the two addresses, cars that were stored there, and I don't know if I wrote for the high weeds, but that was there as well.
Okay, so on the violation, would you agree that it indicates that there was a violation for not having a use registration permit authorizing or allowing having a shipping container at the property?
Yes.
And were they also written up for having combustible storage that needed to be removed?
Yes. In front of that was stored in front of the shipping container.
And that was a fire code violation, wasn't it?
Yes.
Does storage of those combustible materials constitute a fire hazard?
Yes.
Okay. And in response to that violation notice, was any action taken to the best of your knowledge by the property owner?
No, because when I went there about a week ago, most of the stuff that I saw was still there. The shipping container was still there, and those pallets and things that were stored over to the right side was still there.
Okay, I'm showing you another photo now. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
Okay, and what is this photo showing?
Well, that's the shipping container on that right side and the storage along that right side.
Okay, so the shipping container, is that orange box looking thing?
Yes.
Okay, and can you see the combustible materials in this photo or no?
Yeah, well, you have some pallet jacks and pallets in front of them, and then onto the right side of the shipping container, like right next to the shipping containers, is some storage. I mean, it could be trash, but more than likely storage, combustible storage to the right of it.
Okay, so the combustibles that we're talking about then are the wooden pallets, is that right?
Yes, that and what's next to the shipping container as well.
And in your experience, would you agree that wooden pallets are in fact a very significant fire hazard?
Yes.
Okay. And do these conditions pose a threat to the public?
Yes. I mean, at that time we were a special task when we were looking at those lots to determine whether they, were up to the standards that we needed to do with regards to fire safety. That was the whole reason why we were out there with the district that day.
Okay, I don't think I have to show any other photos. And again, just to ask once again, just to make it clear on the record, to the best of your knowledge, as of today, no permits have been pulled to either legalize the storage of the container. Is that right?
Yes.
And have any of the combustible materials been removed to the best of your knowledge?
Not from what I could see last week.
Okay, I have no further questions.
Mr. Dixon, do you have any questions of the inspector?
Oh, yes. When I got the violation, first of all,
No, Mr. Dixon, listen to me. If you have a question, you have to formulate it as a question. You can give your testimony in a moment, but do you have any questions for him based on what he just said?
yes, I had some cylinders on there on the lot, which I did remove. But they were on the lot when I bought the lot.
Okay, what is the question?
The question is, I don't even know why I had a violation because I took.
Okay, wait a minute. Did you hear his
I heard
testimony?
exactly what he said.
Okay, do you have any questions of him based on what he just said?
Yes, I moved all the containers.
That's not a question. That's a
Okay.
statement.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have any questions, that's fine, and we'll get back to you in a moment, let you make your statement.
Yeah, I do have some questions about the containers, what he said that was on the lot. But I removed them a long time ago.
Okay, that's not a question. Okay, let's move on, sir. Any other witnesses, Mr. Warner?
No.
Okay, all right, now, Mr. Dixon, tell us your understanding of what the condition of the property is at the time of the inspector, and where are we today? What's going on?
The situation is that I did remove everything that they wrote up.
Okay,
The containers they were there when I bought the property, which was 5 years ago. I had no reason to move it.
okay.
So everything that they had wrote up and said was a violation. I took care of all that. And I got some pictures to show.
Okay, if you could share those pictures with the attorney representing the city, see so he can get a look at them, then describe the photos. Because you don't have them, we can put them on the screen, do you?
No.
Okay. Okay.
The city has no objection to the photos.
Okay, thank you. So tell us, sir, well, let me ask you a different question. Mr. Ryder, you have any cross-examination, Mr. Dixon?
Maybe just a couple, sir, and the photos that, first of all, did you take those photos?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and those photos that you presented, when did you take those?
I took those last week.
Okay, would you agree that the photos show that at least the shipping container is still there?
Yes, I would agree to that.
Okay, and all the other photos show the condition of the property as it exists a couple days
present,
ago?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you do with the property?
Before you do that, answer that, would you mind passing those to our attorney who will pass them up to us? Okay, continue.
What do you use the property for?
I used the property for storage. When I bought the property, it was a commercial property.
Do you recall what kind of commercial property?
Well, the fellow that I bought the property from, he was using it for storage. He had trucks, and he worked down on the highway, so he had about 6 or 7 dump trucks, and he stored them there. He died, and I bought the property from his wife. So there was no reason for me to change anything that he had.
And when you did purchase the property, did you make any any checks on your own? Did you independently check to see what the property could be used for?
No, I didn't. It wasn't necessary. He was using the storage trucks. They had a trucking business.
Anything else, Mr. Ronner?
I have no further questions.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, I have no further questions.
Okay. Mr. Dixon, what kind of business do you operate?
I don't operate any business.
Okay. Do you know if the previous owner was using the property legally or not?
I know he was using illegal. I know the whole family.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking. Do you know if he was complying with existing city codes to store trucks on that property?
I don't know. No, I
Okay.
don't.
Okay. And so I think it's your testimony, you didn't do any investigation to determine the zoning requirements to do what you wanted to do with the property.
No, I didn't require anything because like I said, he was using it to store trucks,
Okay, and that may be illegal,
but he was doing it for 20 years.
still illegal, potentially.
Well, I wasn't aware of that.
Okay. Those photographs you submitted, we're gonna put in the record. You're okay?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, have you since done any investigation to try to comply with the code in terms of storage of vehicles on the property?
No, I haven't, because nobody said anything, I was doing anything illegal.
Okay, I think the violation notice says that. You had a violation notice with you?
No, yeah, I got it.
Okay, then look at the violation notice and not that, there's another document other than that. That's just a letter. You don't have the violation notice with you.
sir.
The violation notice tells you which codes that are current issue, okay? In order for you to completely comply, you have to do the things that are noted on that violation notice. And you may need zoning to approve the storage of vehicles on that property. And the storage container itself may need to be either removed or approved by zoning. Okay?
Okay.
So at the moment, you haven't fully complied based on your testimony.
All right.
You've done some things, but you haven't done everything. Now, I noticed in the photographs, there were a number of vehicles, some like a large van and other vehicles. Those are things that you brought to the location?
Most of them, yes.
Okay. All right, and for no other reason, just to store them there?
Just to store them,
You-
nothing else.
Do you charge a fee for other people to store their vehicles on your property?
Well, that's my relatives. No, how much can you charge your sisters and your brothers?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's not, whether they're your relatives is irrelevant. I asked you, do you charge other people?
Yes, I charge the other people to store them on my.
Okay, so that means you're conducting the business of storing vehicles on your property, which is illegal without permits. Okay, you have to have like a garage permit or a storage permit. All of that, you need legal advice as to how to correct your problem. At the moment, you haven't complied. Okay, anyone else have any questions? Yeah.
I do, Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
but not
please.
for Mr. Dixon, for Inspector Williams. Inspector Williams, can you tell us what the current zoning is for this property?
I didn't see any on file.
I beg your pardon?
I didn't see any on file when I looked.
So you can't tell us whether it's zoned commercial or residential?
I mean, the overlay may be commercial, but there is no use permit on file at all.
So if Mr. Dixon had obtained a permit specifically, would he would be in conformity with the overlay for commercial use? Is that your testimony?
He would have to apply for a use permit for whatever he's doing now, and he would be in compliance if he got that use permit. Yes.
But you personally don't know what the zoning is for that particular parcel?
Now, I mean, if you're asking what was it zone commercial, I only know what's on Atlas, what's on our system, and there is no use permit. So the overlay is
I understand there's no use permit. I'm
okay.
asking you if that parcel has a specific zoning code. Is it zoned residential? Is it zoned commercial? Is it zoned mixed use? Can you tell us that?
Oh no, I can't remember whether it was.
Okay.
Board Member
Thank
Penn,
you.
if I can either share my screen.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Great. Now, this is the city website, and again, this is the the zoning maps on Atlas are under the Philadelphia Code, the official zoning map for the city of Philadelphia. I believe the board could take judicial notice of this, but I could also ask Inspector Williams, have you seen one of these before?
Yes,
Okay, and would you agree that the property in question, I'll just represent as the grayed out property sort of in the middle of the screen on the right? See if you could see the cursor here, the little hand.
okay, yes,
Okay. And would you agree that all of these are RSA 5?
correct.
Okay. So I would follow up and say that the property is in an RSA 5 zoning classification that's residential, single-family attached. There are 3 overlays that apply: neighborhood conservation overlay for Strawberry Mansion, Zone 5, the 5th District overlay, and then a narcotics injection site overlay, which says you can't get zoning for illegal narcotics.
Mr.
but-
Ryder, would you put your cursor on the address specific, if you know
Yes.
it?
It's this right here.
Okay, thank you.
So I can also indicate for the board, just to clarify, when we say there's no zoning on file, Mr. Williams, are you referring to the fact that currently under the, at least in the Atlas, we do not have a zoning archive for the property?
Correct.
Okay. So, yeah, so if you'll note where it says zoning permit documents, 0, formerly zoning archive, there are no zoning permit documents found. So I can just represent to the board, that's not a terribly unusual situation in this city. However, if there is no zoning permit on file, it's the burden of the property owner to demonstrate what the zoning, what zoning permits or what use permits they had a right to. It's possible to reconstruct that through affidavits and other documents that can be presented to L&I. There's a process for doing that for legalizing a use where there's no zoning archive. Nevertheless, it's the city's position that in this instance, it is a predominantly residential neighborhood, and that because there is no zoning documents that have been found and Mr. Dixon has failed to produce any, the city would ask that the violation be affirmed. But again, we can let it be known on the record that he could try to legalize the use by raising the issue with L&I and seeing if there's a way to if he can reach out to the former property owner, the seller, to see if they can demonstrate any prior lawful use. But right now, there's nothing in the record to indicate that this was ever lawfully used. If I could just, one quick question
Yes.
for Mr. Dixon, because I anticipate there may be an additional problem coming up. Mr. Dixon, when you say people, including your relatives, you're allowing them to store their vehicles, are they storing vehicles that are operative, or are they just parked, you're just letting them park their cars there?
Half of them are just stored because they're not operating.
But some of them are,
And the other ones, they're using for their own personal,
okay.
their own personal business.
So that's already 2 other violations that weren't noted. One, storage of vehicles in particular that are not operating, but also a non-accessory parking, which also definitely would not be permitted in RSA 5. So all of those things, he would have to get that cleared up.
Okay. Mr. Dixon, as you've heard, there are a number of things that you will need to address. Also, have you had a conversation with the inspector to get some advice as to how to respond to L&I violation?
Well, he's operating down there on Cecil B. Moore. I went by there several times, but I can never catch him.
Okay, did you call or send him an email?
No, I went by there.
Okay, but you probably should call and or write him an email. Read the instructions in the violation notice. It gives you advice as to how to connect with the inspectors, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anything else from anyone?
No.
Okay, thank you. We're going to go off the record just for a short conversation before we vote. Okay, we're back on the record. Okay, if there's no additional testimony or statements to be placed on the record, we will poll the board regarding HA 2024. No, strike that. My apologies. HA 2024-002553 2530-32 West Huntington Street, Douglas Dixon, City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, Mr. Dixon, you, is a unanimous vote, city affirmed, which means you've lost your appeal. Now, you may appeal our decision to the Court of Common Pleas if you choose to. If you need information as to how to do that, talk with the administrator. Their phone number will be on the decision letter that you'll get, and you can call them, they'll tell you what you need to do to appeal the decision of this board, okay? In the meantime, I advise you to speak directly to the inspector, or today, you can speak to Mr. Roder after the hearing is over, see if there's any advice they can give you in terms of how to proceed. Understood?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Have a good afternoon. Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Moto?
Yes, sir. Calling your attention, number 4 to 9 on the list, hearing appeal ending 2616-1922 Latona Street, Jeffrey Broxton.
Mr. Broxton, please come forward. Yeah.
Seat right to your left, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, who's representing the city? Yeah. Someone's phone is on. Sure.
What case is this?
We're off the record for a moment until. Okay, we're back on the record. Before we proceed, it's important that I share with the board that Mr. Broxton and I have had a long-standing relationship over years. And so for that reason, I have to recuse myself. It's important that he get an impartial hearing from a fair panel. And so I must recuse myself. Mr. Pincus will act as chair, and he will chair a 3-person panel to hear the matter. I will leave the room and return once the matter has been, a decision has been rendered. Okay, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Mr. Broxton. As Mr. Woodson just stated, I'll be the acting chair. My name is Ralph Pincus. Can I swear you in, please? Would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth? You are the owner of the property at 1922 Latona Street. Ms. Skiles, we would hear from you and your witness. Are you electrified?
I just got, sorry, when my computer died, I left the Zoom. So if you, I just need to rejoin the Zoom. 1 minute.
Mr. Braxton, can you pull that microphone down closer to you and make sure that green light is on, sir? It is? Thank you.
I can't get the screen to see, that's not split.
Okay.
Thank you.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Are we ready, Ms. Stiles?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Yes, so I do have one witness, Inspector Audrey Smith.
Inspector Smith,
Yes.
could you raise your right hand, and do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, so Inspector Smith, where are you currently employed?
Philadelphia, license and inspection.
And what are some of your roles and responsibilities?
Have to move the microphone to her.
Yes. What are some of your roles and responsibilities with the department?
Well, right now I'm doing vacant properties. I was a property maintenance inspector. So I switched over to vacants.
And throughout the course of your duties, have you become familiar with the property located at 1922 Latona?
Yes,
Yes. And you had an opportunity to inspect that property last week?
yes.
And so with the board's permission, I would like to share my screen.
Yes.
So, okay. So Inspector Smith, can you tell me what we're looking at in this photograph?
Address, Latona Street, 22.
And based on this photograph, are there any things that are a violation of the Philadelphia Code?
First of all, Inspector, would you identify which property? There's 3 houses.
The one that's boarded up, painted, the white door, busted out window with this aluminum on it, and the paint peeling. Yeah,
And that property is 1922 Latona Street?
yes.
So as I was, are there violations of the Philadelphia Code that you see in this photograph?
Yes.
And what are they?
The paint peeling, the covered window, the missing window upstairs. 1, 2, 3, okay, that's fine. Just the paint, the windows.
So now I will scroll to City Exhibit 2. Inspector Smith, do you recognize the document labeled City Exhibit 2?
Yes, it's a violation notice and order to correct.
And what is the property in violation?
1922 Latona Street.
Okay, and what was the date this violation was issued?
That was November the 12th, 2021.
Sorry, the date on this notice?
Wait a minute. Okay, let me see. May the 23rd, 2024.
And what conditions are cited in this notice of violation?
Well, it says, the vacant license, the entire premises. I think it has, exterior, what do you call it? Exterior, like the paint. Boarded windows.
Okay, and so this violation this violation gave Mr. Broxton a period to comply these violations, correct? And what was the date that Mr. Broxton was ordered to comply these violations?
He had to do it before June the 26th, 2024.
Okay. And you, I'm gonna scroll now to City Exhibits 3. Are these the photographs you took at your most recent inspection on May 12th, 2025?
Yes.
Okay, and how did the property appear on May 12th, 2025?
The same way.
And could you just walk us through and describe what is in violation of the code in these photographs?
The windows still boarded up. The one upstairs is still missing, but they got the aluminum on it, and the paint is still peeling. The basement, he looked like he put board on there, but one of them is off. It's a window there, though.
So based on your most recent inspection, this property remains in violation of the code? Okay, and all violations that were issued in that initial notice remain out of compliance?
Yes.
I have no further questions for Inspector Smith at this time.
All right, Mr. Braxton, based on the testimony from Inspector Smith, do you have any questions regarding the statements she made? You can testify and explain to us what you think is the proper answer to the complaint, but do you have any questions based on the statements that Inspector Smith made. Any questions for her?
No, I do not.
Very good, thank you. Then, Mr. Braxton, do you want to respond as to why you filed this appeal today?
Yes, I filed a, appeal, for several reasons.
Is your microphone on?
The light is green. You want me,
You can move the mic closer to you.
okay, I'm about to swallow it.
Okay.
Yes, several times I contracted, of course, during the pandemic, I was trying to get work done. Of course, everything stopped. And afterward, it has really been one issue after another between to get people to not have people to go around clean, shovel, and all of those things to make it safe. The other thing of I used to manage public housing, so several times I boarded and put doors and windows and they steal them, and so I just kind of board things up and try to cut off the utility to keep from squatting and other issues like that. The last time I got a contract, or somebody just said they would do the work, they took the money, it just never showed up. And so I just talked with somebody about 2 weeks ago, trying to schedule them in to at least to do the painting and the replacement of the windows. I had somebody to check out, I don't know, the basement windows, the bottom level of the building, the basement, is boarded. I don't know why there would be, which is another issue. People just dump trash in front of the unit, and the unit is empty. There's no food. There's nothing in it, and people seem to discard trash in front of it. But I did talk with somebody very recently, like I said, about 2 weeks now, to go and to address these issues so that I can make some other decisions concerning this property.
All right, Ms. Skiles, do you have any questions for Mr. Braxton?
No questions.
Yeah, I have a question. Mr. Braxton, what is your intentions for this property going forward?
Well, I retired, so my intentions were to have some security. Due to the economy and lack of, I guess, labor force, because trying to get people to do things. So I'm right now talking with someone, they either want to try to do to buy it from me, a contractor. Also, I was looking at maybe a city service that they could use the property for. So if not, then I'll do something else. But I don't want it to be a blight, like continued blight within the neighborhood, because I understand that problem.
Thank you.
I do have a question now. So what city service were you looking into for the property?
Well, at one time there was the homeless problem, and like I said, I used to work for the housing authority with that Section 8 and things like that to see where their programs to put the property into, or shelter programs, and but I just didn't get anywhere with that.
And you mentioned the pandemic. How long have you owned the property?
I've owned the property for over 20 years.
And did you reside in the property at any time?
No, I never.
Was the property ever occupied?
Yes.
And when did the property become vacant?
Oh, I can't remember. My sister lived in there forever, and till she decided to move, she never paid rent. So it was.
Was your sister living there during the pandemic?
No, she wasn't.
So the property's been vacant since
the pandemic.
Since the
yes.
or before then even.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, any further questions?
Nothing further from the city.
All right, Ms. Skiles, do you have Mr. Braxton, we've heard your position. Do you want to say anything further? Otherwise, we'll get the city's closing argument.
No, I just can appreciate any advice or anything.
Well,
else.
unfortunately, what I see here, the property's been vacant. You received a violation notice in May of 2024. That's a year ago.
Yes.
Approximately a year ago tomorrow, or 2 days from today. And you never got a vacant property license, or it appears did anything to bring the property into compliance. But let's hear from Ms. Skiles with a closing statement.
that's essentially my closing is, while I'm sympathetic to some of Mr. Broxton's statements, he doesn't deny that the violations exist at the property, and they've existed there for quite some time. So we would ask for a city affirm today.
All right. We'll vote the case at this time. My vote is city affirmed.
City affirm.
City affirmed.
The vote is city affirmed 3-0. Mr. Braxton, if you want to appeal the decision of the board, you'll get a notification letter, but you can also contact our board's administration office with any procedural questions you may have.
I do have one question.
Sure.
City affirm, that means I pay a penalty?
That means that the violation notice has been found to be properly issued
Okay,
and that your appeal is being denied.
okay.
All right, so that the violation notice was found to be properly issued and and you're bound to comply with that notice. And comply with any conditions. If you need to pursue it further, you can discuss with either Ms. Skiles and/or the Department of Licenses and Inspections what you can do or what your options are. But you have a violation notice that you must comply with.
Okay, and once I comply,
Once you comply with it, the department will note that the violation
okay,
will remove, I assume they'll remove the violation.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Do the same.
Oh, before I forget, excuse me. There were only 3 members of the board present during this hearing, which is permissible under the city ordinance authorizing the Board of Licenses and Inspections to proceed with a panel. So I just want to make sure for the record that the matter was presented to the 3 of us in the absence of Mr. Woodson, and we constitute a panel as is permitted by the city ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Woodson is back to continue with the hearing.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moto. What is our next matter?
Calling the board's attention, number 61 on today's list, hearing appeal ending 2759-1128 West Somerville Avenue, Tamara Collins, Skirney.
Okay, which number was that?
61, sir.
61, okay. All righty. Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon. Ma'am, your name?
Hello, I'm Tamara Collins, Scurry.
Okay, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, Mr. Kelly, you have a witness?
I do. I have Inspector Duck with me today.
Okay, Inspector, would you pull that microphone to you and raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you. Okay, Mr. Kelly, let's proceed.
Thank you.
Mr. Kelly, now you also have to remember to pull it closer and then swivel it back and forth.
Got it. Inspector Duck, where are you currently employed?
I'm currently employed with the city of Philadelphia for licenses and inspections.
And what's your position within the department?
My current position is a code enforcement inspector.
What are your duties and responsibilities in that role?
So, my duties are to issue violations and conduct inspections.
In that role, did you become familiar with the property at 1128 West Somerville Avenue?
Yes,
Were you the inspector on that case?
yes.
I would just ask to share my screen.
Yes.
Just give me one moment.
While he's sharing that screen, Inspector, could you spell your name for me, please?
Sure. First name Alston, last name Duck, Austin Duck.
Thank you.
Is this zoomed in sufficiently for everyone?
Yes.
Inspector Duck, do you recognize this document?
Yes,
What is it?
this is a site violation notice,
For which property?
1128 West Somerville Avenue.
And is this one that you issued yourself?
Yes,
Looking at the date of the notice, when was it issued?
June 24th, 2024.
And to whom was it issued?
Miss Tamara Collins.
And I'll scroll down here. Under the code section, what violation is cited here?
This is a violation for exterior area weeds.
Okay. As part of your inspection that day, did you take a photograph?
Yes, I did.
I will turn the board's attention then to Exhibit 2, which is on the next page 4, I believe. Yes, page 4. Is this a photograph that you took yourself, Inspector Duck?
Yes.
Okay. Can you describe for the board the conditions that were present here?
So the conditions were excessive high weeds that were growing from the front yard of the property.
And are those weeds in excess of 10 inches?
Yes.
Okay. When you were at the property, was there anyone there? Did you speak with anyone there?
No, not at the time of my inspection.
All right. And as a result of the excessive weeds, did you write that site violation notice?
Yes.
Okay. Are site violation notices written for the moment when the violation occurs?
Yes, the site violation notices are written for the time of the inspection, the condition of the property, yes.
So if you comply it later, that's irrelevant for site violation notice purposes?
Correct.
Okay. So any action taken after June 10th of 2024 would be irrelevant for these purposes?
Correct.
That's really all that I have. I would offer for cross for now.
Okay, ma'am, do you have any questions for the inspector?
Yes, well, I was sent some pictures from Mr. Kelly about the property. He sent me a current picture. My house no longer looks like that. And I
Okay,
had-
but I'm asking, do you have do you have a question?
No.
Okay. All right, anything else, any additional witnesses, Mr. Kelly?
No, I would just ask to move the city's exhibits into evidence.
So move. Okay, ma'am, your opportunity to share with us what's going on.
Initially, I got the information from my real estate office that I had this violation. The realtor said to me that they had no idea why it came to their office. They later forwarded it to me. The date says June 24th. I sent pictures in because my house no longer looks like that. My house was already done over. The date that ticket is June 24th. I have receipts, I have my payment information, and I have correspondence with the tree company. On the 24th or a little before, I got the tree removed. I got the.
You have dates when this was done?
Yes. I sent some pictures to him. He also sent me pictures of.
Okay,
the house.
but I'm saying I need dates if you have
Okay.
dates. And what was,
Can I bring?
no, just tell us what the dates are.
Okay. See, I screenshot them, so now, June 20.
Now, if you can share can you share your content on, I'm asking, can you share your content? Can you share your file on the screen?
I don't know how to do it, but I can.
Okay.
Because June 19th,
Okay, wait. I just don't, if you can share your file, we can see it. But if you can't, and then we'll just need you to tell us.
how do I share?
Okay, tell us the dates.
So June 19th, I got the RHOM Services LLC to cut my tree down.
Okay, they took a tree down on the 19th.
The 19th, so I don't understand what that picture says, the 24th, but according to,
Did you read the violation notice?
yes,
Do you have it with you?
Yes.
So bring it out for a moment. And, no, actually, Mr. Keller, would you put the
I
violation?
could just share
You
my
read the violation notice and see what all that it says. And so really what we're asking you to do is share with us what action you've taken regarding those very specific violations, okay?
Do you want the picture or the violation?
The
itself?
violation notice, the SVN, that's site violation notice.
Absolutely. There it
Is that the full breadth of it?
is. I mean, it continues, there's some appeal language and.
Does it say anything specifically regarding a tree or it just says vegetation?
So it's for weeds and plant growth in excess of 10 inches. The city's, I think the main focus here, if I can scroll down to the photograph would be, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but the.
Yes. The vegetation on the fence line?
Correct.
Okay, all right, now, those are the violations, so what have you done, or do you,
I have-
well, let me ask you, did the violations exist the day that he went out and did the inspection?
According to my picture on June 24th, I have a picture. It was already leveled. The tree was gone and it was already.
In addition to the tree, were the other
Yeah, it was
vegetation?
pretty clean. I have pictures. And he also, Mr. Kelly sent me a picture of the work that's already done. So I don't know why he's not scrolling all the way to the bottom because the files he sent me, it has the notification of the violation, then it has pictures of the violation, then it has the new, that the work has been done. So, but I have that here. And also I have, like I said, the receipt of payment that I got the tree removed. I have receipts of payment. Well, my son cut the grass, but I have receipts of payment that I had the front yard cleaned. What date did you have the front yard cleaned? The 19th is when the tree service came out. The 24th is when everything was done. It was all clean by then, on the 24th.
No, it was, you're saying it was cleaned on the 24th, it hadn't been
Yes.
done prior to that?
He came out before or
Well,
after,
his-
but I know that.
His testimony is that he
Right.
came out on the 24th,
I just
Right.
want to clarify, he came out on, Inspector Duck did his inspection on June 10th.
June 10th.
His,
Oh,
his inspection took place on June 10th. It's a little confusing the way that it's worded here. So if you see where the mouse is, on June 10th, 2024, the department conducted the inspection. The notice itself didn't get physically sent out until the 24th, but the inspection and the photograph that I just shared took place on June 6th, or I'm sorry, June 10th
Oh,
of
okay.
2024.
Okay.
I don't disagree. I'm happy to scroll all the way down. Inspector Duck did go back out to the property in advance of this hearing. It's, clear-ish.
is that how it looks today?
No, I have a picture of today.
Okay,
But again, this is a site violation notice. This was just attached as a courtesy.
okay. Ma'am, one other question, do you live in that house location?
Yes, I own the property. My son and his family lives there.
Okay, that is, you didn't answer my question. My question to you,
Well,
do
yeah,
you,
that's my residence,
do you
yes.
live there?
Yes, I don't always stay there, but I do live there. I own it. Yes,
Is that your voting residence?
yes,
Okay, all right. Other people live there with you also?
yes, yes.
Okay, all righty. Anything else you want to share with us?
Just that I have the receipts that I did pay for, the tree removal and the cleaning. I got a new everything and it was already done by the time I received the notice. Like I said, it initially went to my realtor's office. They called me to tell me I had a ticket in their office and they forwarded it to me through email. They said they didn't know why they received it. I don't know if they have a copy for them and one for me, but I received it through an email.
Okay.
And the date that it says on there is actually the date here on my receipt that the tree was already leveled, the yard was already clean by then.
Okay.
Ms. Gurney, I have a question. You testified twice that your Realtor office received a notice, but you also testified that you live there. Is the property rented to your son and his family?
No, well, I bought the house back in 2001. My son and his family was living with me. I work in Reading over the past few years, so I commute back and forth, and most of the week I stay in Reading. So technically, that's my house, it's my address, it's the name, the number on the address on my license. But I stay back and forth between Reading because of the commute. I'm a rural carrier with the Postal Service in Reading, so my son is already understood that he's supposed to keep the grass cut, and he usually does. But when he drops the ball, either we pay for somebody to come out, which I have receipts of that.
Okay, but my question was directed to the realtor that received the notice.
According to them, they don't know why. I'm in the process now of fighting them because they shouldn't still be on my deed. Their information is still, when you look up my house, their name is still at the top.
Ms. Collins Curry, I think Mr. Tennant is asking you, why do you have a realtor involved with your property?
She just explained.
Because when I purchased the home, that's the realtor I use. I bought the house in 2001, and that's what I'm in the process now of trying to fight that, to find out why they get my correspondence, because there's no reason why they should be involved. But the original email or notice went to them at Rising Sun and Cotman Avenue. So I don't know why they got it.
But they got the notice and they called it to your
She called
attention.
me.
So at the date that the inspector came out, which was June the 6th, at some point soon thereafter, you became aware of the conditions of the property. So on the date that the inspector visited your property, those were the conditions at your property. Is that correct?
They came out on June 10th.
I'm sorry.
By the time I got notice, it was after the
That wasn't my question. My question, I'm sorry to interrupt you, is on the date that the inspector came out, June 10th. Yeah, okay. Let's try it again. On the date the inspector came out, which was June the 10th,
Yes.
soon thereafter, a site violation notice was delivered to your realtor,
Yes.
and they called it to your attention. On June the 10th, the pictures that were presented, those were pictures of what your property was looking like on June the 10th. Is that
Yes.
correct? You very promptly responded to the conditions that were identified and tried to resolve them within the next 10 days.
No, not true.
Oh, I was hoping.
The
that you-
pictures were taken on the 10th.
Yes,
According to that letter, they sent that out on the 24th. I
Yes.
got that letter after June 24th because it didn't come to me originally.
right.
The work had already been done. I was already getting contractors to do because I redid the whole house. So
That's what I
that
said.
work was already being done before I was notified that there was a ticket
Yeah.
in my name.
No, that's exactly what I asked you to say, that you were aware of the violations
Oh,
and you
yes.
promptly responded.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
that's what
before
I'm
I got
trying-
the notice.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
yes.
you.
Now, ma'am, have you had any conversations with the inspector?
No,
Okay. You understand what a site violation or SVN means?
yes,
That means it's a snapshot on the day and time that the photograph was taken.
yes.
Okay. Do you agree that that accurately reflects the condition of your property on that date?
June 10th?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, once that's said, the future compliance doesn't change what was the condition on June 10th.
Okay.
Okay, that's the issue with a site violation. It's the date and time of the actual photograph. Anything else you want to add, share with us? Okay, Mr. Kelly?
Thank you. So the city is seeking a city affirm today. As has been stated, a site violation notice is a snapshot in time. Inspector Duck went out to the property on June 10th of 2024. And I'll scroll down just yet again. There's a photograph here taken on that date by Inspector Duck, who's here to testify, clearly showing that there's weeds in excess of 10 inches, plant overgrowth, related issues that existed at the property. In order for the appellant's story to be correct, this picture disputes that fact. This picture, as a result, the city is seeking a city affirm today, based on the photograph and the testimony of Inspector Duck.
Okay, thank you. If there's nothing else from anyone, we will now poll the board regarding HA 2024-002759, 1128 West Somerville Avenue, Tamara Collins Skirney, city affirm.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Ms. Gurney, the unanimous vote is city affirmed, which means you lost your appeal. Now, I would say this, if you want to appeal our decision, you have every right to do that. If you need information, call the office the administrator's office, and they would tell you who you need to speak with or how you need to proceed with an appeal. Okay? If you're off the record, that's result. If your concern has to do more to do with the fine itself, there's a different appeal route that you can take for the fine itself, for an SVN. We aren't the venue for that. Ms. Kelly may be able to tell you what to do in terms of that, but we aren't the venue for that, okay? All right, thank you very much. Witnesses are excused.
Thank you. That concludes all my cases for this afternoon.
Okay, thank you. You excuse. Any additional matters, Mr. Rolo?
Yes, sir. Calling your attention to number 22 on the list. Appeal ending 2411-750 Landis Street. Man Chung is the appellant.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, I don't believe the appellant is in the room, sir, so you may use the other, it may be easier for you to use the other table. Good afternoon, Mr. Reuter. Let's see here. Man Young, are you present? Man Young, are you present? 750 Landis Street. 750 Landis Street.
Appellants in this case, sir, listed 7001 Colonial Road, Brooklyn, New York in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that address on 3/31 of 25.
Okay, thank you very much. No one's responded. Mr. Reuter, what is your pleasure?
Based on the failure of the appellant to appear, the city would ask that the matter be marked dismissed for failing to appear.
Thank you. What time do we have?
3:44 PM.
3:44 PM. We will poll the board regarding HA 2024-002411, 750 Landis Street, Man Hyung, Cheung. This matter is dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. Witnesses are excused. Okay, next matter.
Calling your attention to number 40 on today's list. That's appeal ending 2563 5838 Sansom Street, Veronica Pankey.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Leonard F. Reuter, REUTER for the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Chairman, before we begin, I want to bring to the board's attention as well as to Mr. Reuter's attention that Ms. Pankey and I worked together 19 years ago at the Philadelphia Housing Development Corporation. I have not seen Ms. Pankey or been involved with her in any way in almost all of that time, and I don't know how Ms. Pankey would feel about me sitting to hear her appeal.
Well, let's see. Ms. Pankey hasn't spoken up yet, so I'm not sure if she's here.
I'm here, sir.
There.
Okay. All righty. Thank you. Okay, so
Ms. Pinky, this is Matthew Webster, Board Counsel. Do you have any objection to Ms. Penn hearing your appeal?
No, I don't have any objections to Ms. Penn hearing my appeal, but I just also want to state that if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Woodson also worked for PHDC at some point under Rebecca Northrope. While he may not remember me, I remember him working in the legal department. But I have no objections to Mr. Woodson listening to the case either.
okay, she's absolutely correct. In my past, I've worn many hats. I did work there at one time. I do not recall her though. So, ma'am, I'm sorry, I don't recognize you.
That's
but-
okay. That's okay. I just want to be clear for the record that both Ms. Penn and Mr. Woodson, I was a co-worker with both of them at PHDC.
Okay.
Mr. Reuter, any objection?
The city has no objection in proceeding.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's get this started then, okay? Mr. Roddy, any witnesses?
Yes, I do. Inspector, could you please state your name for the record?
Inspector Miguel Rosa.
Oh, hit that button, sir, so you magnify it.
Inspector Miguel Rosa,
Mi-
ROSA.
Okay, Inspector Rosa, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you. Okay, Ms. Pankey, would you do likewise? Raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you. Now, would you do something else for us, Ms. Panky? Would you adjust your screen so we can see your full face? At the moment, we only see your eyes and forehead. Perfect. Thank you very much. It's a bit much better. Okay, Mr. Roder?
Thank you, Mr. Rosa. Do you work for the city of Philadelphia?
Yes, I do.
And in what capacity?
I work for code enforcement, license and inspection.
And what do you do for licenses and inspections?
We're complaint driven, so once we get a complaint, we come out and we do investigation, and if a violation is due, then
Okay, and you're an inspector with the department?
yes,
Okay, how long you been doing that?
for a year and
A year and 6 months?
yes, correct.
Okay, maybe All right, with the board's permission, I'd like to share my screen.
Please.
Oop, wrong one, hold on. There we go. Now, can you see that document up on the screen, sir?
Yes,
Okay, and what, can you tell the board what we're looking at?
it's a appeal for the violation that was written.
Okay, I'm gonna go down. That's a poor copy of the violation. I think I have a better one. There you go. Can you see this document?
Yes,
And what is that?
it's a notice of violation to order to correct.
Okay, and in the course of your, and scope of your duties there, did you come to do the inspection of 5838 Sansom Street?
Yes, I did.
Okay, do you remember when about that was?
It was May 21st, 2024.
Okay, and when you went out to the, was your inspection prompted by a complaint?
Correct.
Okay, and when you went out to the property, did you witness any violations?
Yes, there was a vehicle parked in the rear of the property.
Okay, and as a result of what you witnessed, did you write this violation?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'm gonna go down a little bit further, show some photos. Does this look familiar to you?
Yes, that's the front exterior of the property.
And we're looking at the property on the right or the left?
To the right, I believe.
Okay. Now, what are we looking at here?
So this is the entrance to the driveway from the Chestnut Street.
Okay, so on this photo, on the two properties that are to the right here that have the peaks, is one of those the property that in question?
No, so the property would be behind this house towards the center.
Okay, so to get to the house in question, you have to go down this drive?
Driveway, correct.
Okay. And what are we looking at here?
So this is the driveway that is behind the property at 5838 Sampson Street.
Okay, and is that property visible in this photo?
Excuse me?
Is 5838 Sansom Street visible here?
No, it's not.
Okay, but you have to go down this drive to get to where the property is?
Correct.
Okay, and what are we looking at here?
Here, I took a picture of the property that we're speaking about now, the vehicle that is parked on that property, and the driveway that is behind it.
Okay, so in this photo, which vehicle are you referring to?
The one on the left, the silver truck.
This one right here?
Correct.
Okay. I don't know if you can see the cursor there, if the board can see that. We're looking at the SUV type vehicle on the left side, maybe a van. Okay. And as a result of seeing that vehicle parked in that space, you issued a violation notice?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because there was no zoning for parking in the rear. of the
Okay.
property.
So that's not like a parking space or a driveway?
No, it's supposed to be a yard.
That's supposed to be the rear yard?
Yes.
Okay. And what's on the right side? What do we see? Is that still part of that driveway that,
So in the center, if you see there's 3 different colors of concrete. That center is the easement that should be shared if the right side was a yard as well.
Oh, you mean, so basically in the middle of the photo, like I think all the way at the end of the photo, you can see a van or a truck facing you. So that part is a driveway.
Yes,
And then this kind of darker gray portion, what is that?
that is the easement that is shared by both sides of the property.
And so it's like a
Like an
like a
alleyway.
little alleyway. Okay.
Correct.
So the property's on the left side, the property in question on the left side where the car is parked, it's paved. Is that right?
Correct.
But that's still considered a rear yard, is that right?
Yes,
And in order to park your car there, you would need a permit?
yes, you would need permit and zoning for it.
Okay, so you need a permit for accessory parking, would that be correct?
Correct.
Okay, now what about the vehicles that we see parked on the other side? Why are they allowed to park there? Or let me withdraw that question. Are they allowed to be parking there?
That I'm not sure of.
Okay, but you definitely can't park in the center because that's like a driveway.
That's the easement.
And you
Yeah,
can't
so-
park on the dark gray because that's like a walking path.
Correct.
Okay. And when you saw this, did you check to see if there were any permits for that?
Correct.
And there were none.
There were none.
And to the best of your knowledge, have any permits been obtained to authorize the accessory parking?
No, it hasn't.
Kindly move the mic up a little bit so it fits you. Perfect.
Sorry.
Thank you.
No, it hasn't.
Okay. I don't have any further questions.
Okay, ma'am, do you
Yes.
have, Ms. Pankey, do you have any questions of the inspector?
Yes, I want to phrase this properly. When you came to my property, and actually it was on the 16th of May, not the 21st, you came on a Thursday, and I asked you about the complaint that was filed. Isn't it correct that you said to me that it was filed as a result of a satellite view, not of a visit? That on the 16th, Thursday the 16th, when you came, that was the first site visit that was made at the property. And the satellite view that was taken, the assumption was made.
Ms.
because the
Pankey, I'm
map-
not sure. You have to ask a more direct question, okay? Because I'm not following. You have a specific question you want to ask him?
Was not the site, was the violation written up based on the assumption that that was a commercial property, as that is what the statement was you made when you came to visit, do the view, the inspection on May 16th?
So can you rephrase that one more time?
Was the violation written? Isn't, in fact, the statement that you made, is the statement that you made on the 16th of May when you did the inspection?
Wait a minute.
True.
Wait a minute, Miss Pinkney, Pankey. He didn't make a statement regarding the 16th of May, I don't believe, so.
The question is the statement he made on the 16th of May that
Well,
he
but she
stated to
hasn't
me
testified.
when he came to do the inspection. The notice says that he came on the 21st, but he did not come on the 21st. He came on the 16th. That's
Okay, maybe I
they
can help
here,
you
they
out a
there.
little bit. Mr. Rosa, when you visited the property, did you speak with the Ms. Pankey?
Yes, I spoke to them.
Did you say to Ms. Pankey that your inspection was generated by a visual satellite view of her property that indicated certain use?
I didn't state that it was made by the satellite view. I explained to her that I used the Atlas app and we can see the satellite. The complaint was that the property was a business and they had illegal parking in the rear. That was
Okay.
the complaint. And
Okay.
yes, so, but it wasn't, the violation wasn't made because of my investigation on the satellite, on the Atlas app.
Okay. Any additional questions, Ms. Pankey?
No, I don't have any, I don't have any additional questions for him. Thank you.
Okay.
Just a quick redirect.
Yes.
Inspector Rosa, when you say, and I think as Ms. Pankey has mentioned, satellite view, you're referring to just the overhead satellite views that are in Atlas?
Correct. On flood.gov, there's an Atlas app where it has multiple views, street view, and it has a satellite view of whatever property you're looking at.
Okay. But you also did in fact go out to the property and you personally observed the car, a car being parked in that spot?
Yes, correct. I was there.
Okay. And with respect to the allegation of the complaint about there being a commercial use of the property, the only violation you issued was for not having the permit to allow the parking in the rear yard?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Pankey, share with us your understanding, your response to the violation.
Let me state, first of all, the car that he showed, that white vehicle, that's not my property. That's not my address. That's the front of the house that he showed is my address, but the back of the house is not my address.
Okay, do you have photographs that will give us give us your understanding of your address?
I sent photos in by email on Thursday. This
Okay, do you
past
have them?
Thursday.
Can you share your screen and share them with us?
I don't have them on my screen. I sent them to you guys email, and received the response that they had them, but I don't know how to share them off my phone.
We should have gotten that.
Do we have those in our record? You do?
I sent
have a
photos of
copy.
the driveway.
Okay.
I have a copy labeled appellant's exhibits.
Mr. Roder, do you have those?
With-
If you do, if you could put up the screen just so we can see them.
I don't have photos that were sent by the appellant, but I'm happy to allow the board's counsel to share his screen or.
Okay,
Mr.
so
Porto.
if you could put those up that's showing the rear of the property, if you have them. Now, Ms. Pankey, let's do this. This is your presentation, so tell him what photos you want him to show to make your point.
Just a moment, please.
Well, he can specifically show, you'll see two cars parked back there. You'll have, I don't know if is it a color photo?
It should be if you took them in color, and
Yeah, I
most
took
things
them in
now are
color.
in color,
Yes.
yeah.
So
Okay, hold on a
you'll have a
moment.
photo of two cars parked back there.
Okay, hold on one second, we'll get them up.
That's the entry to the driveway, the same entry that the inspector was showing. That's the entry coming off of, actually, it's not Chestnut Street. It's coming off of Walnut Street.
Okay, is it possible to rotate that image?
You can see on my screen that the rotate image is grayed out, and I'm not sure why. I
Okay,
apologize
let's
about
go
it.
to the next photo.
And that's, and you, as you make a right off that entry, still coming down the driveway.
Okay,
The same driveway that the inspector, and I'm not disputing that the entry into the driveway is what it is, and I just took pictures of it.
okay,
The cars parked on the right-hand side are the cars pertaining to Walnut Street.
okay,
And on the left-hand side are the backs of 58th and 5800 block of Sansom Street.
okay. Okay. Do you have any rear photos of your rear
Yes.
yard?
Yes.
Where are they?
These are all of the photos that I,
Yeah, there was two other shots that was sent that had pictures of the yard. But
Okay.
but if you don't have them, I'm not going to state that parking is being done back there. It is. But it was stated at the time that the inspection was made, and my violation notice is saying that I converted my rear yard. I didn't convert my rear yard. I'm still using my rear yard as my yard for my grill entertainment, my grilling.
Okay,
There's
so we
nothing
need to
different.
see, yeah, we need to see a photo to understand specifically what you're, what you mean.
It-
So do you park in the rear of your house?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, I'm
uh,
not disputing that, what
okay.
he.
Did you, have you received a zoning, use permit to park in the rear of your house?
Internet connection is going in and out.
Did you obtain a zoning permit to install the parking space in the rear of your house?
No, I did not, because I didn't realize that I would have to, because all I did was remove my gate that had been damaged.
Okay, so how much did you install concrete to park your car or just gravel?
No, it was the existing concrete. We just had it repaved. There was nothing
So
done.
you did have some paving done?
Yes,
Okay, so yeah, you did do some paving in order to park in your rear yard. Now, have you spoken to the inspector regarding how to comply with this violation?
I was told, yeah, there was conversation. He stated if I
No,
would
no,
just
you
put a
aren't, no,
gate
no,
up.
no, 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 no. Since you got the written violation in your hands, did you call the inspector to find out how what you needed to do to comply?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I don't even know I don't know his name, and
It's
I
on the
spoke
violation
with,
notice that you received. On the violation
not
at the
on mine.
bottom, it tells you the name of the inspector and how to contact him.
I'm not seeing it. Can you pull up, can they pull up yours and see if it's on there? Because I don't have it on the bottom of
Mr.
mine.
Roder, is that, am I wrong or did I misstate the facts? The name of the inspector should be on the violation notice, isn't it?
I'll have to pull that up. It should be. Not, it's,
If it isn't on there, my apologies, ma'am, but we do have, you should,
in this instance, I do not see the name of the
Okay.
inspector. However, there is, on the upper right-hand side of the violation notice, there's a phone number, an address, and an email address.
Okay.
And I believe, well, you can wait until
Okay.
I can cross, but
okay. Anything else you want to share with us, Ms. Pankey?
No, nothing other than what I stated in my appeal notice of the violation cited. I don't see where I have violated any code. My yard is still being
parking-
used as my yard.
Yeah, but your yard is not, it is not a permitted parking space for accessory parking without permission. You have to get permission to do that. That's the violation. That's what the code that was written on the violation notice says. Did we ever find those other additional photos?
I have not received them.
Okay, thank you.
I apologize.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anything else, Ms. Pankey?
No, I have nothing else.
Any cross-examination, Mr. Roder?
just briefly, so we're clear on the record, Ms. Pankey, you did indicate that you actually did speak with Inspector Rosa, is that right?
Yes, on the day of his inspection on the 16th of May of 2024. Yes.
Okay, and you also stated, just so I understand, that you did yourself, that in some period of time since you've owned the property, you did in fact pave a portion of that rear? Didn't I hear you say that?
Yes, a tree was in the yard and I removed the tree and took the fence down, yes.
Okay, was there also maybe some grass there?
No, no.
Okay. All right, and after you removed the tree and the grass, did you start parking the car? Did somebody, were cars then parking there at some point, whether your car or somebody else's?
Not right away, no. The parking started in during the pandemic.
Okay.
But the tree had been removed well before that.
Okay. City has no further questions.
Okay. Ms. Pankey, anything you want to add before we hear closing arguments and vote on your case?
No.
Okay. Now, you understand what the violation represents and why it's written the way it is now, after we've discussed it, correct?
I'll say yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, Mr. Roddy, any final closing argument?
Again, I think it's pretty self-evident that cars have been parking in what is the designated as the rear yard of the appellant's property. She did at some point pave it. She removed a tree and some grass. I want to make it clear that removing the trees and the grass and paving your rear yard in and of itself is actually not a violation. It was the parking of the vehicle and allowing parking of vehicles that's the violation, because you need to have a permit that authorizes, that allows, in this instance, most likely accessory parking, unless she's letting other people park there, then it would be non-accessory parking. I don't want to make any representations about whether she could legalize it in this instance. Typically, you can get parking for a single-family home, but the problem is that my suspicion is that she's going to have your rear yard requirements. If you notice from the photos, it's not a very deep rear yard, and so if she's required to have any kind of rear yard open space, she's going to need to get a variance to have that taken, because even though it's open, parking does not count towards your open space requirements. So you could have a driveway, you could have a parking space. That's not considered open space because you're putting a vehicle there. So I don't want to represent that she could get this legalized without a variance, but she could try. She could submit a permit application to do that and see what happens. But in the meantime, I think it, seems clear on the record that the violation's essentially been admitted to.
All right, thank you very much. If there aren't any additional questions, we will now poll the board regarding HA 2024-002563, 5838 Sansom Street, Veronica Pankey. City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Thank you, Ms. Pankey. It is a unanimous vote, city affirmed, which means that you lost your appeal. You may appeal a decision of this board. If you need information as to how to do that, call the administrator's office, and that number will be on the decision letter that you will receive in the mail. Okay, thank you very much.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I contact the inspector to see how to? That's okay. Never mind. I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have every right to call the inspector to talk about compliance. There are probably multiple ways that you can comply. Call the inspector and have that discussion. Okay?
And can I have his name again? Because again, it's not,
Okay.
I don't have it on this letter.
The name of the individual who's here today is Mr. Rosa, R-O-S-A. Mr. Rosa, what's the best way to connect with you?
You can call the office, the North Central office.
And that phone number is at the top of the violation notice.
Is that the 686-2596 number?
Yes, and they'll direct you either my email or my cell phone number.
I'm curious. You're in the North Central office?
Through all of Philadelphia, but right now I'm stationed at North Central.
Okay. All right, thank you.
The only
Okay.
number I have is to the 2401 Walnut Street. So is that where you're located?
I'm not located there, but they will direct you to me.
And okay, all right, I'll give you a call tomorrow. Is that good?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let's move on. Ma'am, you excused. The witnesses are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling the board's attention to item number 13 on today's list. That's hearing appeal ending 2266 for 8034 Brunswick Avenue, Tyrone Thornton.
Okay.
Okay, who's representing the city? Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that. Hello. Hey, everybody.
Very busy today.
Okay.
And good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
I
think
think
two
microphones
microphones
on.
on.
So, no, that's
No,
not
that's
it.
not it.
Just one
Just one
moment,
moment,
sir.
sir. We're having some
technical
technical.
We're having some technical
Difficulty. Just give us a moment.
Uh,
That's not his mic.
Does Ms.
Yeah, so-
Thornton, does Mr. Thornton have two devices that are?
Mr. Thornton, if you have two devices that are recording this session, you need to turn one of them off. We'll unmute you when you've done that. Give us a thumbs up when you've done that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. That's
a little better.
Okay, can you hear me now?
No, we can hear you fine.
It's just that
it's
it's
creating
some
feedback.
feedback.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay. Are you using?
What are you
What are you using to participate in today's hearing?
I'm on my Samsung tablet. I couldn't get on my laptop. For some reason, it wouldn't allow me to do it. And I have it here. So I'm on my Samsung Galaxy S Tablet Ultra. It's like the big tablet. So
Okay.
can you see me?
Turn off your laptop?
My laptop is here, but I couldn't, it wouldn't let me log in for some reason.
Is it turned
off?
No, I can turn it off. Hold on.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. See if that helps.
Okay, that's off.
Okay.
Okay.
That helps a little bit. We're going to see
We're gonna see how far we can get with this.
Let's
Turn the volume down a little bit.
Mr. Thornton,
Mr. Thornton,
do you have
do you have
headphones?
headphones?
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds.
Do you have
Do you have
headphones,
headphones,
Mr. Thornton?
Mr. Thornton?
Yeah, you want me to try to put them on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me see if I
If
can
that's
connect.
Get earbuds in. Mr. Thornton, I think you had both earbuds in.
Yeah, I'm trying to put them on.
So we may need you to turn your earbuds off. No?
The echo's gone for me now.
Okay. He's
looks like
frozen
Mr.
and
Thornton
he
is
dropped off.
So I think if we can get the earbuds working as opposed to having it come out of the speakers, the sound was probably coming out of the speakers and feeding back into his own microphone.
Okay.
So if we can get headphones or earbuds, that would solve that problem.
He has them in. Does he have to turn them off or take them off?
I thought he just put them in.
No, he had them in all along. Okay. Patience, everyone. Then.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I have my headphones. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, what did you do about the earphones?
I have them on now. Yeah, I have the
okay.
headphones on.
Much better. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Well, let's read this in and start all over again.
I'm sorry, this is hearing appeal ending 22668034 Brunswick Avenue, Tyrone Thornton.
Okay. Mr. Thornton, if you raise your right hand so you may be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
Thank you very much. Ms. Skiles, put your name on the record, and do you have any witnesses?
Yes, good afternoon, Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the city. And I do have one witness, Inspector Battle. She was here in person and then she was on the call. Inspector Battle, are you on? No. I'm not sure. It appears I've lost my witness.
Okay, do you need a moment to make a phone call to see if you can locate the witness?
Yes, please.
Okay, is there any way possible to proceed without the witness?
If the board would allow, I do have exhibits. I do have the exhibits prepared, and I would note that Mr. Thornton's appeal simply states that he received the violations and he just wants enough time to correct them. So it doesn't appear from the face of the appeal that he's contesting the
Well,
violations.
let me ask Mr. Thornton, are you willing to stipulate to the violations being accurate and true?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I am. I didn't understand them after listening to some of the cases. Like with the parking, I didn't know I couldn't park my vehicle on my property. I didn't know that. I didn't get the permit because as I said, I would
okay,
tell
let's
the
do
day.
this. If he's willing to stipulate to the violation, if you could just put up the violation itself,
Yes,
okay, then we'll go from there.
yes.
Under the circumstances, is this something that perhaps you and Mr. Thornton can settle
I,
now that he's understanding more the process?
based on the violations issued here, I don't, it involves some combustible materials. I don't believe we'd want to give a stay of enforcement in this circumstance.
Okay, so let's put up the violation.
Okay. Yes, so with the board's permission, I will share my screen. Okay. So City Exhibit 1, for the record, was just a copy of Mr. Thornton's appeal, where he said he just needed some more time. City Exhibit 2 is the notice of violation. This notice was issued May 2nd of 2024. It was issued to Mr. Thornton for the property at 8034 Brunswick Avenue, and it gave Mr. Thornton until June 5th of 2024 to comply these violations. As cited, there was trash on the lot. It appeared vacant. The building appeared vacant, and there was no vacant property license. There were propane cylinders and a generator on the lot. There were storage of cars. An addition had been constructed in the rear without permits. There were combustible materials being stored on the lot. There is an RV on the lot, and there was an extension cord running to the lot. There was scaffolding on the side of the building, which needed to be removed because at the time, the permits had expired. Inspector Battle did take pictures of her initial inspection. This is at the front of the property, showing permits there. At the time of the inspection, these permits were expired. Here you'll see the side of the property with some of that debris as well as scaffolding. This is the other side of the property where you'll see grills and an RV being stored at the back with different propane tanks. This was an area of concern here, the storage of propane next to the generator. And here you'll see just some additional storage of vehicles. And this depicts just a different view of the storage of vehicles on the property. Inspector Battle went back to the property. It was last week or 2 weeks ago, May 7th of 2024. And City Exhibit 5 reflects how the property appeared May 7th of 2025. I apologize. The scaffolding was removed, but you still see some debris located in the front of the property, as well as debris still accumulated at the other side of the property. That RV is still being stored at the rear of the property, as well as some additional vehicles. And so that would be the city's evidence based on the notice that was issued last year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Battle, anything you want to offer in your own testimony?
It's Thornton. He's at
Thornton,
Mr.
my
Battle.
apologies. I got so many cases. Mr.
Yeah,
Thornton, my apologies.
like I said, with the vehicles, like I didn't, like I said, even though I received a violation, I really thought that, I was being picked on because this isn't but anyway, I understand. The vehicles, I'll go get a permit if I have to get a permit. The additional, like I had, permits because I was getting the house fixed. I don't have no additional stuff that I've done to the property since, my permits expired. I know I have to go back and get the permits. Um, Dealing with some other personal things in my life, I just haven't been able to put the money back into the property. I'm 7 generations out there. The property, and they wanted me to get a vacancy permit. I pay water bill, I pay taxes. I didn't understand why I had to get
Vacant
a
property permit for any
yeah,
vacant
the
property
vacant,
is required.
yeah,
It's a code requirement.
yeah, I didn't know that. I grew up in the house next door. It was my grandpa's house. I bought the house next to that one just to extend the family property. That's all I bought it for. I didn't know about the permits. I think I bought the house during COVID. So everything, I got hit with everything that came with it. I wasn't expecting it. I'll take the responsibility for it. The only thing that I'm asking for, I don't have no addition that I put on the property that wasn't in, the paperwork that I had. And also, like I did clean the lot up, I did clean the lot up. And some of the stuff that, like, I'll take the hit for the trail. I'll take that, but the stuff that, like with the addition, haven't worked on, I haven't had anything done since the stuff stopped. So
Okay.
some of the
Now,
stuff I'll take the hit for.
okay. Any examination, Ms. Skiles?
I just, Mr. Thornton, you saw the photographs that the city presented as evidence?
Yes.
And you agree that was a fair and accurate representation of how the property appears?
Yes, even like that's my tow truck that I put on the back. I don't even store cars on the back. I put the tow truck on the back because people keep dumping over there. So it was like a deterrent to stop people from coming and dumping on the property. So that's why my tow truck is parked in the back. And yeah, like they're my vehicles. Every vehicle is there. It's my vehicle. But
Okay.
I mean, and I don't use it for. Nobody pays me anything. It's just vehicles that I have when I use them at my leisure.
Okay, if I may just share a photograph briefly. So, Mr. Thornton, I just want to direct your attention to the rear of the property here.
Right.
What is this construction going on here? Did that exist prior to your purchase?
Well, no, not that construction. Well, yeah, because I tore it down and just had it done. I had to get a whole lot of permits to get to where I was at, but I was working on the property. I had the permit. That's why the permits were up front. And I never had any problems with anything being inspected inside the house. They came and shut me down because they said I wasn't working. I was working, and I didn't know the fight. I didn't have the money. It's like I'm doing too much stuff. I got too much personal stuff that that I don't care to talk about. But it just everything hit me at a time where it was like, I got to eat it. I got to do with it. And then when I got the thing, I didn't know I could even appeal this. So I said, no, I have to appeal it, even though it was like a day later than what it said that they allowed me to appeal it. I said I have to fight it because I put too much money into the property. I keep putting money. My tow truck is there. It's like everything. I get hit hard at once. So like I'm trying to get everything right. Any violations that I do, I'll own up to it. But some of the stuff, like I said, like with that addition, it's not an addition. That's part of the property that was there.
But just to clarify, you did do some work to that part of the property.
When the permits were there, that was done. That had nothing to do with that came later. I kept getting fines on the property that didn't make sense. Even if you look at the picture that you just shown, the first fine that I get, was for them to board up the property. I had just purchased the property. So I boarded it up, the windows that they told me, I boarded it up. They came maybe like a couple weeks later and boarded it up. Then they hit me with another fine. I said, but I boarded the property up. That was kind of strange to me. Like about 4 months later, they came to demolish the property. I said, "Oh, how do you?" So it was just a whole bunch of, I don't know what the heck was going on. But anyway, yeah, that was there. I had the permits, even the scaffold that you're showing. I had the stucco and everything done. I had permits for all of that. It's just that at the time that when I got shut down, the workers never came in to remove the scaffold. So when I get hit with the fine, I removed the scaffold. I come in and I started to clean up the area. So yeah, I mean the scaffold was there when you know, but it was removed when that fine came. The cars parked on the lot. I didn't know I couldn't park cars on my lot. Like they're my vehicles. But if I got to whatever I got to do to make it right, I'll make it right. I'm not trying to evade the law. The law is
Okay,
the
Mr.
law.
Thornton, have you spoken with the inspector or anyone from the office about compliance?
I didn't because I thought it was personal. Because like the inspector that I had when I had got the permits, you know, he
Okay,
said to me, he
let's
said, I
do
don't know
this.
why they
Let's do this. It would be helpful to you if you call the
uh-huh.
inspector and or the chief of that area to talk about how to
Right.
comply the violations. A lot of
Okay.
those cylinders and things are extremely hazardous.
Well, they're
You can,
gone.
well,
Those
but okay, but
the
you need to have a conversation about the inspector so that stuff
right.
can be corrected on the paperwork. You have to
Okay.
have those conversations, or otherwise it gets to this point.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
you just can't
Yep.
leave it that way. You have to have a
I got you.
conversation. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Anything else from anyone?
No.
Okay, Mr. Thornton, before we vote, do you have anything else you want to share with us?
No, that was it. I just some of the violations
Okay,
that was there. You know.
all right. Thank you. Okay, we'll poll the board regarding HA 2024-002266 8034 Brunswick Avenue, Tyrone Thornton, City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, Mrs. Thornton, as you
Yes.
heard, the unanimous vote of city affirmed, which means you lost your appeal. You may appeal our
Mhm.
decision if you choose to, and you need information, call the administrator that can tell you what you need to do to appeal the decision of this
Okay.
board. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very
Yep, I
much,
appreciate
sir.
it.
Witnesses
Yep.
are excused.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Was that next matter, Mr. Molo?
Calling your attention, number 23 on today's list, hearing appeal ending 2442, 18 North 58th Street, Harvey Wood.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the City of Philadelphia.
Okay, Harvey Wood, are you present? Harvey Wood.
Appellants listed 18 North 58th Street in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that same address on 4/4/25.
Okay. Hearing no response, Ms. Giles, what is your pleasure?
We would ask that the appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
4:31 PM.
4:31 PM. Okay, we will poll the board regarding HA 2024-002442, 18 North 58th Street, Harvey Wood. Matters dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. Ready? The witnesses are excused.
Calling your attention, sir, to number 53 on the list, hearing appeal ending 2662, 1221 West Hilton Street, Edward Dawson.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Kristen Patchell for the city.
Good afternoon, Ms. Patchell. Okay, Edward Dawson, anyone present representing the interest of 1522? My apologies. 1221 West Hilton Street, Edward Dawson. Anyone present? 1221 West Hilton Street, Edward Dawson. Anyone present? No one is responding. Ms. Moto can confirm service.
Yes, sir. Appellants listed 1221 West Hilton Street in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that same address on 4/4/25.
Okay, Ms. Patrick, there's no response. What's your pleasure?
The city would ask for a dismissal due to failure to appear.
Okay, thank you. What time do we have?
4:33 PM.
4:33 PM. Okay, we will pull the board regarding HA 2024-002662, 1221 West Hilton Street, Edward Dawson. Matter dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. That resolves that matter.
On your attention, number 54, sir. Hearing appeal ending 2664-1522 North Warren Street, Shane Letty.
Okay, anyone who's representing the city? Oh.
Good afternoon. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Afternoon, Mr. Reuter. Shane Leddy, Leddy.
Hi, I'm
Shane
here.
Leddy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, is your name, sir?
My name is Shane Letty.
Okay, thank you very much. If you raise your right hand so that you may be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. Mr. Reuter, do you have,
My apologies.
Mr. Lady, are you moving in a vehicle?
I'm parked, but my battery was dying, so I had to plug my my phone in.
Okay, but you're not moving, correct?
I'm not. I am parked.
Okay, thank you. Mr.
I
Reuter, you have a
apologize.
witness?
The city inspector in this matter is Inspector Audrey Smith. I'm not sure if Inspector Smith is available, but I think we can get through this pretty quickly.
Okay,
The violations in question involve, there's two violations actually that are resolved. There were three violations that were issued. One is that they didn't have a rental license. That was written in error, and that violation was withdrawn. So the city, that violation has been resolved. The other violation of the three, the second violation was they didn't have address numbers placed in a legible, visible location from the street. That has been corrected by Mr. Letty. And the outstanding violation, which again, it's our understanding was not actually being contested on the merits, was for having a deteriorated cornice of the property. So like the last case, if I could just be permitted to show a couple photos just to indicate what the conditions were. I can also represent to the board that I recently checked, and by recently I meant this afternoon, checked our records and have not seen a permit issued to make the corrections to the cornice. So
okay, you can introduce those without testifying? Yes?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have a, do you have a
I'm
question?
sorry, was that a question to
counsel?
me?
No. Just for a moment, sir. Well, let's do this. Mr. Ryder, just for a moment, okay? We're gonna go off the record. Back on the record. Mr. Ryder and Mr. Letty, what we need to do, given that we don't currently have a witness for the city, we were asking, and we consistently don't generally allow the attorney representing the city to submit testimony. Mr. Letty, are you willing to stipulate to the accuracy of the one open violation, which is the damaged cornice?
Yes, the cornice is damaged, and I understand. I was confused. I had spoke to Miss Smith. If I can just explain real quick.
Okay.
When I got the violation, I spoke to Miss Smith and was like, well, I live here. I painted the numbers on the front, and then I went up on my roof and screwed the boards in, the loose cornice boards. And I after our conversation, I thought that that was just kind of fixed. And then I never got anything else after that in the mail. And I believe I must have missed a letter because then in April, I got the notice about this meeting, which made me realize that, you know, I got a letter saying my appeal I thought was granted, but I guess it was just that it was received. Anywho, so I
Okay.
have hired a roofer now, and I'm not on his schedule yet, but I did pay him a deposit and I have a contract.
Okay,
Um,
let's do this. I just don't want to, given that you've stipulated to the accuracy of the violation, what we will, I think then to Mr. Rada, as we've done previously, is you would introduce the violation notice itself so we can see it, and the open violation.
Sure. The other alternative, which I'll just throw out
Yep.
there, is I don't know, I mean, I don't know what timeline Mr. Letty's on, but the other option, since I don't have an inspector, and even though he's stipulating that that's okay, would be to continue this, and then by the time it's continued, it might be moot.
Oh, okay.
That's,
That
that's,
works.
that's really up to you all.
Mr. Letty, are you open to that as an option?
I'm not really sure I understand that, but I mean, if I
Oh.
could submit this proposal here,
Okay,
like,
let,
so
let
that
me
you
explain
see
it to
that
you. No, no, no,
I've
no.
hired somebody.
No, wait, Mr. Letty, let me explain it to you, then you may not need to do that. What the city attorney is offering as an option is to continue today's hearing, and schedule a different date. In the interim, you may in fact have, your roofer may have repaired your cornice, and that would make it a moot matter, and you wouldn't have to come back.
And then I could just like file some photos, like take some photos and send them to this QR code or
There
something.
will be a reinspection, of course, but it would, if the reinspection confirms that you've done the work, then you wouldn't have to come back to the hearing.
Okay.
Do you want to continue the matter based on that?
Mr. Letty, let me just explain. The word continuance means that we're postponing, we're not going to have a formal hearing today. We'll put this on the calendar for a later date. It could be a month or two. In the meantime, this should give you the opportunity to get your contractor out, make the repairs, get L&I to come out, and you need to call L&I if you've done the work and get them to re-inspect, and they say, oh yeah, it's all been fixed, and
Okay.
then we won't have to hear anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you're willing to accept that as an option?
Sure.
I want to raise an issue with continuances like this. The record will need to be ordered and reviewed prior to the next hearing, or we can agree to have a new hearing.
That's fine.
Yep, and
Okay.
it'll be noted at that time whether it was moot or moot compliant.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all righty. And so the record should reflect that today with, this matter is being continued.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, you are permitted to leave. That includes today's discussion regarding your case, okay? Mr. Letty, did you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't know that was directed at me. Yes,
Yeah, all right, thank you. Have a good afternoon.
you too.
Thank you. I believe that concludes my business. May I be excused?
Thank you. Yes, sir, you may be excused. Okay, do we have any additional matters?
One matter left, sir. If I can call your attention, number 59 on the list, hearing appeal ending 2707, 4625 Millbrook Street, Isaac Rowan.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Kristen Patchell for the city.
Afternoon, Ms. Patchell. Isaac Rowan. Isaac Rowan, are you present? Isaac Rowan, are you present? No one is responding. Ms. Mona, would you give us confirmed service, please?
Appellants listed 4625 Willbrook Street in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that same address on 3/28/25.
Okay, no response. Ms. Patchell, your pleasure?
A dismissal due to non-appearance.
Okay. What time do we have?
4:43 PM.
4:43 PM. We'll poll the board regarding HA 2024-002707, 4625 Willbrook Street. Isaac Rowan, dismissed for lack of appearance.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. I believe that concludes our matters for today. Any additional open matters?
That's it, sir.
Thank you all. This concludes our hearing for today, May 20th, 2025. Everyone is excused. Thank you.
Good day.
Good night.